We are live. Here we go. So, Leafs and Habs, Wednesday night, not a Saturday night. And it's a very, very interesting matchup we have here. David Morisuti here with Austin Owens. Jake Middleton is expected to join us. Apparently, when he has his things settled, I don't know exactly what that means, but we'll just go with the flow. So, we'll see how that works out. Austin, how's everything going?
On me.
Here you go. There. Now I can hear you, Austin.
Oh, I went silent on me. Sorry about that.
Did you have the microphone on mute like I did?
I did. I have my headset on. This is
There
like
we
every
go.
Zoom meeting of my life, just coming back to haunt me.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, these microphones. The problem with what the headsets, it's a blessing and a curse. We have like a switch here that can mute ourselves.
We
and
have two
wouldn't even
mute
know.
buttons, so I didn't see I was muted down here, so I was like, all right, we're good to go, and then this screws me.
I know.
I'm having a wonderful Wednesday, David. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. I was just saying, I don't know what would constitute Jake settling his stuff. That would be interesting.
He's still on the private jet back from Jersey, man. He's
exactly. I actually
he'll
just
be in here when he's good and goddamn ready.
Yeah. So right now they're doing the opening montage for this game. I don't know. It feels like this game hasn't been hyped up enough. This is a huge.
I don't think it's hyped up enough because they play each other another 8 times after this.
Yeah, I was gonna say they play what? Yeah, they play each team 10 times this season.
They play. I think it's 2 teams 10, and the others they play 9. Oh, Johnny Bauer just soaks one with his skull.
Oh yeah,
Time.
Poor Johnny. He took quite a few of those. I mean, let's forget the guy who invented the mask, Jack Plant, took quite a few of those off the noggin.
Jacques.
This is one of, I think over the next week the Leafs play the Habs 3 times.
I was gonna say we probably play them a ton, don't we?
Yeah, because we play them. Yeah, so they're tonight, Saturday. Then Toronto plays Ottawa twice. Sorry, 3 times. Wow, the schedule's all over the place. 3 times against Ottawa, then Montreal back on the 20th. So, yeah, they're going to get a heavy dose of close teams, not only within close proximity, but also teams that are, you get a mix of a team that they're going to be competing for the division crown with, along with a team that's barely competing at all in Ottawa. That's going to be a very interesting mix when you mix those two together. This is the Leafs' first trip to Montreal, by the way.
Yes.
Very interesting. I don't know if they're still in their heavy lockdown that pretty much you weren't allowed out at night in Quebec.
I don't know. I saw a thing that the Leafs are allowed to dine in restaurants in Toronto, and people are very upset about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're subjected to daily COVID tests.
Yeah.
So, hey, if people want to take daily COVID tests to go to restaurants, be my guest. I don't know. I've had a COVID test. I don't know if I want to be doing that stuff daily.
Oh, well.
And also, I think everyone that enters, at least when they were in Toronto, all the media guys had to take a rapid test before they entered the arena.
They did. I mean, you're making how much money? I'm sure you can deal with the Q-tip up the nose a couple times a week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're doing okay if that's the worst that's happening in your day.
I mean, they're doing things that are probably much worse when they're training and stuff. Q-tip up the nose is
when they're celebrating goals.
Concerns.
They're literally hugging each other and yelling and probably getting sweat and spit all over each other.
Yeah, somebody brought up the after the Matthews goal, I think it was, and he was like, literally, he had Marner and was it Hyman? That was literally like they kind of came together. Actually, I was just watching the goal. I don't think I saw the celebration though. Yeah, the NHL has been hit really hard the last few weeks. Like, New Jersey's got all the games postponed. Colorado, Buffalo. Who else has had postpones? Like they're. Oh, I think no. Philly was supposed to play one of those teams.
Yeah.
At one point, Vegas had all their games postponed. They're in for a tough rescheduling of. I know now. This is why, and when I was realizing, the Leafs had that block where they didn't play from like Saturday to Thursday. I was trying to figure out why exactly that was, and it's like, oh yeah, they kind of have to reschedule some of these games.
Yeah. They got to. Well, I mean, I was looking at my fantasy teams today, and
Oh,
it's
don't even talk to me about
it's a
fantasy right now.
disaster. It's
It's
everyone's
disaster.
postponed. There's no hockey going on right now, unless you're playing in Canada. There's no hockey.
Yeah, like the Rangers. I had both Rangers goalies. I mean, that's just more of a tandem situation, but they didn't
Yeah.
play. I know Vegas and Anaheim. There was a concern there, but Vegas has already had games postponed. Like, oh, this is and the thing is now the New York, and I guess we can talk to Jake about this when he joins us. New
Yeah.
York is planning to open up arenas to fans. 10%.
Some already have. I have a friend of mine that went to play NHL with. He went to a Blues game yesterday, or on Monday. So teams are already opening up to fans. It's kind of ridiculous.
Like it's ridiculous, and like the whole idea of it. I mean, look at what we just saw in the Super Bowl.
You know, the silliest thing to me out of all this, though, and I don't think this happened before we broadcasted the last time, was the taking the back glass out from the bench area.
Yeah, that happened. What, last week?
Like last
Actually,
week, yeah. Might be the silliest thing I've ever seen. Like, what was the reasoning? They had to air out the bench area.
well, yeah, it's just so that air is able to circulate past the benches.
The players are still sitting shoulder to shoulder with each other on the bench.
Yeah,
Airflow doesn't matter. You're still not social distancing on the bench, and there's no way to do it because the bench is moving on the fly. It's not like baseball where you can put guys in the stands.
Exactly. No, that's exactly it. I mean, I know that Sheldon Keefe said the Leafs are using a couple of dressing rooms so that guys aren't cramped together in one dressing room, which makes sense. I think in Austin, you know the ACC better than I do.
Yes.
How many dressing rooms do they have in there?
There's the home and away ones. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's the Leafs. There's the Raptors. I'd say they have about 4 or 5. There's one. You know where Sheldon Keefe does his media availability in that media room? I think they purposed that for a dressing room of some kind during the bubble. And there's also, when the Rock play in the ACC, they also have a dressing room that's in behind the media room. That's like an overflow room. So they have altogether, they probably have 6 to 7 that they could use as overflow rooms, and then the main rooms.
Yeah, I mean that's what they had to do for the playoffs.
Yeah,
they had to use multiple dressing rooms because, and the Leafs didn't have their dressing room at sometimes because
when they were the away team during the Columbus series, they actually didn't even get their own locker room.
No, because it's where the home benches are relative to where. Yeah, that's because you can't access. I don't know if it's because you can't access the away locker rooms.
Well, it's built in a very interesting way. I can send you a video one time, Dave, of how it works out. But you've seen how the Leafs walk out to the thing.
Yeah, I've been there before.
The Leafs come out through their room. There's like a slight dip to the right when you come to your room, and then there's a door with a staircase that leads down to the main tunnel. Mm-hmm. You go down a couple stairs, then you hang a left again to go back out through the main tunnel, which is pretty long. And the away is the exact same. So you're kind of stuck with those two. Like the away team for the Leafs series would have had to play in the Raptors locker room or the away team's locker room in the ACC. It's kind of weird for the Raptors as well because the away team room and the Raptors room is on the same side, so that's why they all come in through the same entrance for Raptors games, that same corner entrance.
Yeah, because it's coming from that corner right.
Yeah. The weird one is when the Rock play in the ACC because the Rock the Leafs don't give the Rock their room to use, and the Raptors don't either. So they actually, their home room is the visitors' locker room. And then that overflow room I was talking about with the media area is, that's where the visitors are for the Rock. So the teams actually have to cross each other to get to their benches because the benches are still the same. The Rock are still on the Leafs bench. So it's a really awkward thing where after games, like if there's been fights and stuff, the two teams actually have to just like silently cross each other in the locker room area before they can get to their rooms.
And the funny thing is, like when you look back, I remember because I've only been to like around Scotiabank like once. I've barely gone to where the dressing rooms are. I know that I don't know if you remember way back in the day they did Leafs Fan Fest.
Yep.
They pretty much opened up the arena and people were able to go and see the Leafs dressing room. I missed that part.
Yeah.
Apparently it was ridiculous. Trying to get there was like trying to figure all that out. We're gonna let Jake in, and actually we'll let Jake in now. He is ready to go. He is in the stream. Let's invite our good friend Jake Milton to the stream. Jake, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Look at this, fresh off the PJ. He's just walking right in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna change. Oh, there's the overlay.
Look at us go.
That's the right overlay. There we go. Perfect. So Jake, we were actually just talking about, we were waiting for you to come on because I wanted to get your thoughts on it. But New York is planning to allow fans in the building now.
Yeah, I hear it's 10%, but it's going to be at the end of the month. So.
At the end of the month?
Yeah.
So what if you're a fan looking to go to a game, what does that entail? Like where does the priorities lie and all that stuff?
You have to have passed a negative test. I just sent it. I sent it to somebody. It was Governor Cuomo said it. I think it requires like a negative test among other things. Hold on, let me pull it up. This is
it like the COVID dogs that were at the what team is that did that? And was it the Heat?
I feel like it has to be in Florida.
Yeah, I think it was Miami. Did like the COVID sniffing dogs where you have to go into like the little areas, or the Giants. It was somebody like that. It was one of the like San Francisco or Florida teams.
There we go. Sorry about that. I kind of left the meeting for a second. I don't know how that happened.
10% capacity and negative test prior to entry. Spread out assigned seating and mandatory face coverings for attendees.
All right. Well.
So, okay, this is my question about the whole 72 hours before. So you get if you've produced a negative test, like you've been tested.
Before, so I'm guessing they're going to do rapids or something.
I was going to say, you're pretty much having to stay home until you're ready to go to the game? Is that how it's... That's the part I'm confused about. Like, you know, that means you want to go to a game, you got to wait before you can even do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very strange how that...
Second of 10 meetings. Let's go.
So, Jake, we got to figure out how much of a delay are you on now?
I will tell you when the puck is dropped. I will.
So that's a problem right now because the puck is already dropped.
We're 20-something seconds in right now, or 20 seconds, excuse me.
So
this live tracker might not work out well for us.
might play against us tonight.
I didn't know it was that bad. Yeah, they're just doing the face-off right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we're a good 30 seconds ahead of you. All right.
Oh, well.
So first things first, I'm going to find a tracker that doesn't have the time.
Can we put a delay on the tracker?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you can delay a tracker.
I'm not really. I won't. I just won't look at it. It's fine. I'm on a delay, but it's. I usually don't like react outlandishly.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
For anyone that's wondering, Jake's in the States, so he doesn't get the Sportsnet feed like we do.
Well,
so unless it's on NHL.
I get the Sportsnet feed. It's just on a delay, yeah.
Yeah. If it's on NHL Network, that's the only time we're usually at the same pace. So that's only a handful of games.
Yeah, or
I would think with the Canadian division.
Yep.
Wow, that's a problem.
No, it's all good. I mean, unless they just scored. Wow. So, yeah, like it's 1940 for me right now.
Oh, wow.
It is 1844 for us.
So full minute behind.
This is going to be so much fun. Well, we'll wait until
Jake.
We'll wait until Jake sees what happens here because
that is a hell of a mask Carey Price has on, though. He's not wearing that robot mask.
That means they scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh Anderson on the first shot of the game.
Oh no!
Hell of a move by Freddie there. Woo!
Yeah, Austin, are we gonna have to pull up a secondary stream for us?
Should I pull? Maybe.
I'm thinking maybe I'll just throw up. I won't watch my TV. I'll just watch.
I might just stream it on my computer just to make it even.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that, folks. The problem is our live tracker is going to update with
Gonna let us
goals and
down.
stuff.
Wait, did McKayev hit the post on the first?
I think it was Hyman that missed the initial play.
Let's see how bad this goal is. Wow, that's awful. That is awful. Did he really just go short side 5-hole?
I think he just went short side on him. Low glove.
All right, Jake. I've pulled up my stream. I'm at 1830. Is that where you're at?
They just scored, so they're doing the replay.
I'm gonna back up my TV because my stream has let me down.
Even my stream is ahead of yours. My Sportsnet. Okay, so let me know. Let me know when you get to 1820, and I'll 1820, and I'll start mine. That way, we won't be that far off.
Oh, I went 5-hole. That's an atrocious goal.
Yeah,
that's bad by Freddie.
That is a bad. Here's the thing,
Man, I'm trying to think how many goalies just like let in absolutely horrendous goals more often.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, I'm at 1815. Let's sync up here.
Yeah, we'll sync up for sure when Jake's got to pay attention though to the screen.
Look at the clock.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm not looking. I'm trying not to look at this one.
He's gonna be on his phone for 5 minutes and then gonna look up and it's gonna be 10:20 and we're all gonna be paused at 18 minutes.
Exactly.
Wow, I can't get over that goal, man.
Yeah, that's bad. You can tell Freddie's rattled a little bit by that.
I mean,
you got to make the next one.
Asshole. You got to make an actual save. Like what?
This is a team. This is this is the thing though. Now the Leafs had 3 softball games against Vancouver.
Exactly, and now you're coming up against a team that's going to check you tight and is going to play a playoff style. So this
like the last game against Vancouver, like Vancouver pushed them. Like that was the most.
What did they finish with in shots? It was 7 through 2 periods.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. Like it was like something ridiculous like that, and then they decided, hey, third period we'll just play. Can't really do
show up and score 2 goals in a minute.
Yeah.
Jake, where are we at time wise?
Sorry, I'm at 17:45.
I knew that was gonna happen. So 17:45.
Yeah, I forgot you said to let me know when it's like 18.
Okay, so let me know when you get to 17. Let's do 25, and I'll start.
17:25. All right.
Yeah. This is the one trick with the live streams that's trying to.
Yeah, it'd be even worse if we had Jose on here because he's 20 seconds ahead of us somehow.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured I don't know why I thought I'd be blacked out from the NBC game because it's the Rangers Bruins, but evidently hockey just doesn't factor in blackouts. I guess when it's national.
Yeah.
So,
well, this is considered a national game for Canada.
I mean, as it should be. It's the only 2 good teams in the country.
Where are we at time-wise here?
It's 17:20 right now. So
okay. So I'm just gonna push it ahead a little bit, and then we should be on sync. I'm at 17:14 right now.
I just turned it on at
17:14 too. So now
Freddie just made a save.
We're linked up.
Okay,
he made a save. Let's
go, boys. Let's go. We figured it out.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna watch on my computer tonight.
I think did Marner make that save or did it go? Oh no, it went through him.
Oh my God, man.
This is fun, actually, watching games live-ish with Jake.
Yeah,
we always ruin it for him.
I know it's always like that.
And then we got a taste of our own medicine in the season opener before we did these streams because Jose called the overtime winner full out Selly in his bedroom, and the puck was behind the Leafs net. For us.
The worst part is I heard over his microphone.
Yeah,
the goal horn.
He had it full blast.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus.
What a
love Jose. Oh, get going, Mikheyev. Jesus, he needs a goal bad.
Yeah, people are saying he's waiting to play Montreal.
Really?
To score his first goal. I mean, everyone's
just
saying
a partial break and still got stopped.
Yeah, he just got stopped there.
So for anybody, well, I don't know if there's anybody in the stream right now, but this is our second time doing this. The first time we did it, it was Leafs Oilers.
They lost in overtime. That was the McDavid OT when he walked through the whole team on the power play goal.
That one we were perfectly synced for because Jake had it on TV.
Yeah, that was a national game.
You know what it is, Austin? We're gonna have to spring for NHL Game Center or something for this kid.
I have it.
Yeah.
So
it's just delayed. Like I used to use Game Center when I
Really?
clipped games for 590, and
Wow.
I would get goal updates before it would come up on stream.
I remember one time I was gonna have to put a stream on for Jake because he was so far behind.
Yeah.
I was gonna have to make a pseudo stream for him, but no, this is fine. I got no problem.
Pierre Engvall's in. Let's go. My favorite player, other than William Nylander.
Okay, so
you want to go through that?
Oh, Armia's back in the game, back tonight. I don't know if you guys remember that hit he took against Vancouver? That was brutal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Was
Who was that?
But he got suspended, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
No, he didn't. You're right, Jake. He didn't get suspended.
Oh, right.
No.
They thought it was like
Didn't
the penalty he took was the right
guy
amount.
do the same thing to Kerfoot?
No.
Maybe. Not remembering that one completely.
The guy that hit Kerfoot last year. Are we talking about this season? The guy that hit Kerfoot? Oh my God. Who was that just let Corey Perry do that to them? And why are they still on the ice?
Is that Riley?
That guy's a fucking senior citizen.
That's not a dangerous chance.
That was the absolute slowest spinorama I've ever seen.
Yeah. I was
and he still got a shot off.
If you let that in, if you get that in, he can fucking walk home.
Yeah.
If he lets that in.
If Fred let that in, I would be.
Yeah, no, I would.
Sorry. I'd fully endorse Hutch being in the game because it literally could not be worse.
Oh, we've gotten to that point, huh?
I mean, if he didn't make that save on Perry, I don't know what you can say, man. There's no coming back from those first two if that goes in. Oh, boys.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
what's the least record? 10-2-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they look sluggish right now, that's for sure.
They look like a team that just played Vancouver, who's a point charity case right now.
Just an absolute point night.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
what did they score? 23 goals over that stretch, or fucking Jesus Christ!
That's not too many men, is it? Oh,
I don't think so.
Look! Oh my God, it's so. How are they so? I feel like every game they're close.
Yeah, they make like the talent level is nowhere close, but they make it close.
Well, they make it close because they grind you into the ground, and the Leafs don't play well against teams that do that.
No, not really.
Well, the games in the playoffs when Boston used to muck it up. That's
if a team pressures them on the forecheck, they seem to turtle a little bit.
Yeah.
I just saw a tweet that Joe Bowen is on Cameo.
Yes, I knew that.
Let's go, Bonesy.
24-hour delivery available. Man, he is
quick. He's quick, huh?
That's a quick one.
Yeah.
So, if anybody, if you just go to cameo.com, you search Joe Bowen, Voice of the Leafs will celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, or chirp friends as family members.
That is
maybe some play-by-play of a big goal. Portion of proceeds donated to sick kids.
Yeah, that's fun. That's cool.
Oh, that's great. I mean, $75 is actually is not a bad amount, considering if you're looking for like a customized goal celebration or something like that. That's pretty reasonable, in my opinion.
Bad. How much is it? Did you say?
75.
Oh, that might be worth it.
Canadian?
Maybe less so if it's not Canadian.
I was gonna say, is Cameo in Canadian dollars? I mean,
probably in US.
I think I did one with Jeff O'Neill, which is absolutely hilarious. It was like $40 for my dad. I think it was Canadian.
But you did it somewhere else. You did it on Venmo, didn't you, or something like that? Oh no, what?
Memo.
There we
go.
Yeah, I don't know if Cameo is in Canadian. I would assume Canadian dollars.
Cameo's the American one, right?
I believe so. That's why I'm wondering maybe that one isn't in Canadian dollars. I know Steve Dangle's on Cameo as well.
What? That's
Hey,
when you know
Steven.
you've made it. How much does his cost?
Oh, I don't think his are even that. And
His
that
are probably
much.
like $20, I would think. I don't think he'd charge that much for it.
Yeah,
If
I
that,
know.
maybe like
I know,
10.
like Wendell Clark's on it and stuff like that.
Oh well.
There's some
Wendell-
crazy ones on there. There's like Snoop Dogg, Ric Flair's on there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Harvey's on
exactly.
there.
If there's one person I'd probably dole out a lump sum of money for, it's definitely Ric Flair.
Hey.
That would be pretty good.
Could you
Ric Flair.
imagine the electricity in that?
Woo!
Yeah.
You can get Paul Abdul.
He could
Yeah, you
literally
get
tell me
some,
my
like,
girlfriend
bigger
broke up with me
names.
and hit me with a woo at the end, and I'd be cool with it.
Steve.
Don't tell my girlfriend that.
That would actually be respectable. I'd be like, okay, well, that makes sense.
Those are my favorite cameos, the ones because it's so awkward for the celebrity. Because you know how it
No
works, Jake.
way.
They just
That wouldn't be awkward. I would be happy to do it.
I
That'd be
saw
fun.
one. I saw one where what's his name from Sugar Ray? They had somebody break up with their boyfriend for them,
Oh,
and he's. It's what I mean is it's awkward for the celebrity because it's like I don't know how to tell you this, man, but yeah, your girl doesn't want to be with you anymore. That's
Oof.
that.
yeah.
That's a rough one. I'd much rather do like happy birthdays. You know the one I want to do for if Chris ever. I hope Chris doesn't hop in here while we're doing this, but the one I want to do for Chris is the best. John Brown's on Cameo still. The last chance you coach.
Oh, Coach Brown, Jason
Yeah.
Brown, not John.
Sorry,
Brown.
Jason Brown, not John. I'm thinking of
I
the
was like,
receiver,
who the
John Brown.
hell is John Brown?
Jason Brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're
Yeah.
thinking of the receiver for the
Yeah.
Bills.
Wrong football person. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's
That's awkward.
hilarious. I would love to have some. I wonder how much he costs. Probably a decent amount.
He's like anywhere from $40 to $80, something like that. It's not
That's
too
why.
much actually.
That's why I have no idea why you wouldn't sign up for that if you're.
Yeah. Well,
If
the big-
you're. I'd have no idea why you wouldn't sign up for that if you're like a low end college program.
Or if you're just like, well, I mean, I'm sure players could now because weren't they given the green light to be able to get brand deals and stuff like that?
In California.
Oh, only in California.
I don't think I'm not sure if it's been approved by the NCAA yet.
Of course not, because
Probably not.
then they'd have to admit that they were.
The thing I don't like. The
Taking
thing
over
is, like,
athletes.
I would be totally fine with that. Then you basically get off the hook for it. I think that's the best they can do.
Yeah, for sure. So if I'm reading this correctly, Leafs only have one shot on goal. I mean,
That looks about right from how often they've had the puck. They've looked like a team that played Vancouver 3 straight times. They look like they're just out to lunch right now.
this looks like the most sustained zone pressure that they've had.
I don't know. To be honest, maybe I'm just being extremely disrespectful. I look at Montreal's team. Nothing scares me about them.
Yeah, they're sort of just there. I agree with you, but
They just-
they're also a
I
team
don't know.
that just
They have like a lot of like good players. I just don't see any way how that's going to be successful in the playoffs when they just
No.
don't have any game breakers.
The only player, like one player, I really, really like is, and I think he's kind of. I mean, now he's becoming overrated. Not overrated, but he's getting his due. Is Nick Suzuki?
He's become overrated. People are like, I think he can be the next Patrice Bergeron. I was like, what?
No.
It's like maybe score over 20 goals once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe just let him get through one season before you put those expectations on him.
I was just about to say he hasn't
A full
gone
season,
for a
I
full
mean.
season.
Yeah, like I'm sure. Like Austin Matthews obviously is a fantastic player, but everyone was being like he's the next Kopitar when he came in, and it's like just let him get like 50 games in, and then let's talk about what he can do.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not really a fan of that.
All right,
I'm cool with draft projections. I just don't like that.
Marner just missed a wide open chance. Can't miss on those.
No.
Someone I have, I mean, he had the puck just now. Someone haven't been too impressed with, Zach Hyman. Like last year, I think he was on like an adrenaline rush with all the goals he scored. Still a good player. It's just I feel like people were very quick to say they need to sign him to a long-term contract. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you have the time. Why would you put yourself in a position to sign him early when that a contract if you were to pay him based on last year's numbers and he didn't live up to those numbers this year, you're going to be like, "Ooh, maybe we jumped the gun a little bit on that."
I don't
think
know. I think you got to become realistic with yourself and realize he's like a what's it called? The guy Shaw.
Oh,
he
Andrew
is he
Shaw.
is what he is.
He's Andrew Shaw. I mean, I don't see any way it would make sense to sign him for a deal over $3 million a year, maybe
Yep.
like 3.25 or
He's
something,
making what's about market, what he should be getting for the rest of his career, I would say.
which is fine.
Otherwise,
I
you're
mean,
overpaying.
he's
Yeah.
he's a third line player who's playing on a first line. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if someone's willing to pay him $5 million, good for him. But
We got him
you
in a
have to kind of
swap
draw the
for
line.
Greg McKegg. I'd say he's surpassed expectations.
Yeah, I was going to say. A question I have too is what's with all these people that are saying time to like, and I think we talked about this on the last broadcast, the last time we talked about this whole Morgan Riley situation.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
In what regard? It's still happening, and I don't understand the conversation. I understand the guy isn't signed forever. I personally don't think his value has gone up incredibly with this last deal. Like he's our number one defenseman, but he isn't playing like Oh, are the Leafs getting a penalty? Yeah.
He probably tops out at. I'm in a commercial. I don't know what's going on with
Sorry,
you guys.
Yeah, what?
I got caught looking at my TV. This is my fault.
Oh,
This is gonna.
David.
I feel like I'm gonna have to move to my office.
Unfortunate. You're ruining it for the group, Dave.
Dude, why don't you put on the Raptor game? Like what?
You're not ruining it for anybody that's watching the broadcast though, because they're actually watching it in real time. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say the people who are watching the game are like not worrying too much right now.
they're gonna see the goal and wait for 2.5 minutes for us to react to it.
Well, I won't tell you who got the penalty if that helps.
Kerfoot. Let me just take a wild guess.
Nope.
Wow.
All
right.
Who's on the ice? Probably Justin Hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either Kerfoot or Hole.
What was it Hole?
He's not saying I'm.
So it's Justin
Muslim,
Hole.
dear God.
Wait, what?
Engvall. Really? High stick.
Not a good one. Not a good one to take.
Pierre, you're headed to the press box for another 10 games, pal.
Oh, let me guess. This guy gonna bite his lip so he gets one. Oh my
God. I hate that.
There. Oh my God, it's a penalty. I don't really like those. Like,
no, it's a penalty.
Yeah, it's definitely a penalty, but like, I don't know. I don't like those ones where he's just trying to swing his stick over and just catches them. But
that's the rule.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it's so hard to differentiate if you don't call something like that.
Is their power play still atrocious?
Oh, we're gonna find out.
I was gonna say we're about to see. All right,
that's an unlucky one for Engvall, but that's also just a needless penalty.
It's a
Don't
needless
swing
play.
your stick up like that.
Exactly. Why does my stream keep buffering? This is not good.
I don't know. We just been talking, and this thing's been buffering for 25 minutes.
No. Like like every few minutes, it like buffers. It's very weird.
Just don't let it to fully shoot. I heard that guy's kind of okay this season.
Well, how many of those goals have came against Vancouver? As we just saw.
It's funny how the goals have sort of dried up recently.
All right.
How I'm sure he's probably still playing very well, but it's kind of hard to. Matthews took over the league lead in scoring, playing 3 games against Vancouver. Like, settle down a bit here. Justin Hall, do the thing, clear it. Yes, guy. Oh, there we go.
Just looking. I just wanted to check out the live stats. Yeah, one save for Carey Price. He's really had to sweat it tonight.
Pretty efficient night. Yeah. Are we just doing this I mean, we always do this thing where the Leafs just decide not to show up till the third period. They seem to enjoy it extra against the Habs.
Hasn't been an awful strategy though, huh?
I mean, it's worked out for them, but how many times are you going to do that and get away with it before it bites you in the ass?
Yeah, exactly. Like these are the types of things that they want to avoid, and yet
I mean, they can afford to lose a game, but you don't want to drop a game to the Habs because they're the one team that's chasing you down.
yeah, like you don't want to be having a performance like this against a team like Montreal.
Like we're pointing out the obvious here, but the first place in the North Division, you go from playing Winnipeg as a 2 seed to playing Calgary, Vancouver. Like that first spot in the division is so big this year.
Well, I was gonna say it's top 4 in East Division, right?
So I'm assuming Winnipeg, the way they're playing right now, gets the 3rd seed at least.
It's gonna be Calgary, Winnipeg is like Calgary, Winnipeg, Montreal, Toronto, based on what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
No way Vancouver and Edmonton are getting into the playoffs. Like I'm calling it for Vancouver already.
I love how Edmonton like McDavid and Draisaitl have like 50 points combined and they're not even above 500.
Jake, you want to hear the funny stat? Yesterday, the game against Ottawa.
Jesus.
It was the first time.
Yeah, I saw that since 2017.
First time they won a game in which McDavid and Draisaitl didn't have a point since like 2017.
Yeah, March 2017.
And they had to play a bottom 3 team in the league to do it.
And their defensemen were the reason why they
bottom
scored.
1.
I was going to say, just the worst team. Like, you don't even give Ottawa any ranking.
That mask gives me like some, what is it, Ken Dryden maybe? Throwback? It's got some like old school vibes to it. I can't put a finger on who I'm thinking of.
He's got it's pretty red, like more red than we've probably been accustomed to.
Yeah.
Freddie, you want to move the puck?
Oh my God, the Raptors have 74 points at half.
Yeah. From what I've been told, the Washington Wizards don't know how to play defense.
I mean, the thing is, we aren't very good, but hey, Bradley Beal, man, come on now.
Jake, I was listening to on the radio today because obviously going up against Washington, that's kind of a conversation, and it's like Bradley Beal's made it known that he wants to stay, but people are like, but we know eventually he's going to ask out.
Yeah.
That's like what the NBA is all about. You're not winning and you got to have a star player. Prepare to like him wanting to leave.
I mean, the thing was they had an opportunity to try and get a Zach LaVine in the offseason for like not cheap, but definitely not like expensive. And they just, nobody did, to be fair, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the guy you got to do because he has like the body type. He's long and he's tall and he's athletic. He's got the body type to be able to play defense. I just think he has to be coached up. And I think he's done a great job with the way, Billy Donovan's coaching them right now.
That was such a strong shift. This new 4th line is humming right now.
I was going to say, is this a new 4th line? It feels like the 4th line has been
Patan and Boyd.
Is Patan even playing tonight? I didn't even look at them. Okay.
He's in there. He's on the wing with those two.
They
look fantastic.
I've always liked Patan. I felt like Patan, like he's not a great player, but he's not like he's worthy of being in the lineup.
I think he's one of those guys where sort of his height and weight hinders him a bit because he's probably in that like 5'9", 5'10", like he has 180 something range.
He has to realize what the other parts of his game, like what
I could be wrong on his weight. Let me look up. Actually,
he's not a big boy, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's probably about 5'9" or 5'10". I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's no way he's 5'10".
No. He is listed as 5'9", 179.
Wow. Here, I'll be right back.
That's not a frame that lends itself to be kind to, in the eyes of many coaches, old hockey men. And Sheldon Keefe is not an old hockey man, but he also coached him with the Marlies, so...
I was going to ask you also, are you back on the game broadcast, or are you still in a commercial?
I'm in a commercial currently.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. Let me know when you get back into the game stream because I had to change my stream, use something else to stream the game. Let me know when you see Craig Simpson and Chris Cuthbert.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, we might be coming out of commercial right here.
Wow, that far behind, huh? Jeez.
Hold on. It looks like they're going back to them right now. Yep, there it is.
Okay, there we go. All right, I just want to get to the. I feel like my stream was a little bit ahead. Yeah, like I do think like it's really.
That tape job is atrocious on Patan though.
Yeah.
He's got like the Pasternak where it's just like sort of zigzagged around the stick, or at least that's what it looks like.
They were showing another player. I can't remember. Was it on Washington? Was it Dylan? Brendan Dillon? His tape job was absolutely magnificent. So clean.
Oh yeah, there are some players that are just all over it when it comes to tape, and there are others that just could not care less. Danny Heatley was one that was really, really funny. Jamie Benn sort of does it now, where it's just like sort of the two loops around the very middle of the blade.
Ooh.
It's just like such a minimal tape job.
Yeah.
Panarin slash Stützle is pretty bad. There's a 2-on-1. Let's go. Oh, Marner.
Oh, here comes a penalty.
Attaboy, Weber. Good stuff, pal. He just sort of get escaped there? What was that?
I think he hooked him. I think he hooked like his arm or something. It was really weird.
He went down really awkwardly.
Let's see. All right.
So he just lifts him, and I think Matthews was leaning on his stick and just fell. Oh no, he hooks him. You're right.
Now it feels like you're ahead of me for something. Somehow.
I just saw the replay of it. I don't know if that's.
No, I'm okay. Are you watching the power play going now or no?
I'm watching the face-off. They just dropped it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm behind. Or I'm ahead.
Oh, okay. If you're just a minute, if you're a little bit ahead, it's not a big deal.
I know. I'm just if there's a goal, I just don't want to spoil it.
Patan out there on the first power play unit.
It makes sense. He's definitely
one of those guys you should definitely have out on the power play.
Here's the thing.
How the hell did that puck stay out?
I know. It's Carey Price. What do you expect?
I mean, yes, that's the easy way to.
How does the puck not go in? Carey Price.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm just looking here. This is the thing. Like you can play Patan on the fourth line if you give him some. He actually almost put that in himself.
Yeah,
not exactly what you want to. Come on. Ooh, I do like their power play a lot more. I mean, it's hard to
done
not
a really
like
good
it.
job with it.
I just like the way.
Play, nice.
Yeah, they're not static anymore, which is good. Stagnant might be a better way of explaining that.
Static.
Well, they're also giving guys that probably wouldn't have gone power play time before. Like, I don't think Wayne Simmons would have been on the first power play if Mike Babcock was still here.
No.
I don't think he would have.
Are you kidding me?
Actually, that's Babcock. Let's be fair.
He would have played 90 seconds.
Simmons would have played in Matthews' spot on the power play.
Yeah, exactly. He would have been middle of the slot.
He would have been the main shooter.
Oh yeah.
Matthews would have played front of net. Got in the spine snap by Shea Weber.
That was such a tough injury for him. I thought I actually when I saw that he was like when they were spraying his hand, I'm like, yeah, he probably did something to his hand. Like I knew that was going to be an injury.
It was a wrist though. It wasn't even the hand.
Yeah, it broke his wrist.
Oh, that's not good. I thought it was just his hand.
No, everybody thought it was his pinky, and then it said broken wrist. I was like, it certainly wasn't showing it if it was a broken wrist.
Well, when Friedman tweeted out that it wasn't looking good, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, he that was so weird. I had no clue what he was talking about. I guess I just didn't notice the injury. That was like when they were kicking the absolute beating the brakes off the Canucks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just I don't. It was just such a fluke because I don't think he meant to stick his hand out, but his hand was kind of there as the clear attempt was happening.
Yeah.
And that it just caught him there. But yeah, it really didn't look like the wrist.
No.
And then they tried to dumb down the
Icing? No.
Mm.
Oh. Dave's still
I'm
a couple seconds ahead of us.
I'm
Jake.
trying so
Still?
hard not to spoil
It's
things.
a lot.
I don't know. He's
Jake, I tried so hard to sync up with you guys. This is not going well.
Then just go for it. That doesn't matter. Mute your. You're about to see it.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do?
Staring at your face.
If I see something, I'm just gonna mute my mic and just.
I don't know. I'm at 155, Jake. Is that ballpark where you are?
Yeah, I'm at 150, so we're about
Okay.
the same.
Okay, I'll pause for a couple seconds, and that should get me kind of lined up with you guys. Because I'm at about 137.
Yeah, that's the same as us. I'm
Okay.
at 135 right now. So that works.
Okay, we should be good now. I mean, this is the best thing.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
That's what I was reacting to before.
did you break his stick? or
Penalty
something?
again. It looks like. I mean,
You know what's funny?
hopefully.
Like
It's one of those situations where you should just start bending on your stick, like as you're going to the bench, just to make it look like it.
It's like this, like Travis Boyd, very
No,
underrated.
Oh,
He
he
just-
just on that one.
Yeah, towed it.
that.
What a play by
Oh.
Patan, though. That's a great little flick on.
Yeah, that you should bury that, especially him
Yeah.
being a righty.
Just
But
you just got
then
to put your
again,
stick on the
it's
ice and
Travis Boyd.
But how do you miss
Price
that?
wasn't in the net. That's the thing. Is I understand trying to go high.
Oh, Dano doing my favorite thing. Oh, when you get a penalty, you just go to the bench. Me?
Yeah, sit down, and then the ref
Yeah.
has to come and
Yeah.
perp
It's like,
walk
get
you over to
the
the
hell out
bench,
of
over the penalty
Yeah.
box.
Oh, me? I got the penalty.
Who, me?
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was a bit of a premature drop there, Stripes. Who is that taking face-offs for them?
I have no.
Is that
clue.
Armia? No, that's Jake Evans. I had to look at the number. He's a really good. He's an under-the-radar player for them. I really like Jake Evans.
Who?
Yeah.
No, wasn't he the kid that played at Michigan or something?
He was the captain at Notre Dame.
Okay.
He's not gonna be like a superstar or anything, but he's just a solid player. I covered him a couple times when I used to write on the Habs. Him and Joni Ikonen I thought would be very good from the draft a couple of years back, but he hasn't come over yet.
What year was that?
I'd like to say 2017 or 18. Joni Ikonen was a second rounder, third rounder. He wasn't a first guy. Neither was Evans. Evans was a mid rounder, I think.
Oof. I'll say I like the way they ended that. Like they're ending this period.
That was a good bounce back, for sure.
You know, I mean, the power play helps. Like, but it wasn't just the power play. Like they were playing better at 5-on-5.
They had them.
that's for sure.
They got some good zone time a couple times. I mean, the period's not over yet, so. Oh my, Mitchell! Mitch Marner shooting the puck has been the most surprising thing I've seen this season.
Though. That was a pretty good shot.
I guess the period's over, Dave. With 25 seconds left on the tracker.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
just looked at it.
Are we gonna have to do something with this tracker too now?
Wow, Jake Evans was a 7th round pick in 2014, so he's 24 years old. So long road to get here. Good for him.
I mean, in the last 2 seconds, I don't think we were really expecting
No,
much to change there. So, first period is in the books. I do have a couple of topics I do want to bring up throughout the period. Let me
He
look.
almost nipped that a little lower. I think he had him.
that's what I mean. Marner's got a good shot. I don't know if you shoot that well. I don't understand why you're passing as much as he has. I understand he's a very good passer, but
I'm
Goodness.
okay. I'm okay with him passing.
yeah, no, he's a fan. He's a 70 assist
But
guy.
respect where credit where it's due. He's definitely improved his shot. He used to just have absolute vanilla wafers tossed at guys' chests.
So maybe what I'll do, just pull this up here. So we've had some moves.
Yeah.
The last little bit. Let's put up the first one here. Brian Burke joining Ron Hextall in Pittsburgh. It's very
that was a bizarre one, huh?
Yeah. Certainly out of left field is the best way to explain it.
It really caught me off guard because it's like, I thought Brian Burke. I mean, look, guys like that. If the opportunity comes and you're working for an organization like Pittsburgh, that's probably the only reason you would come out of retirement. Well, not even retirement, just not working in the industry. Like, he was still involved in hockey, covering the game.
Yep.
And you could probably tell that he was going to be doing something one day. He probably just wanted to get away from the grind of working in a front office. It's not easy, that's for sure.
I mean, I think it's one of those things where if Mario Lemieux calls you and asks you to come work on a team that has Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin on it, it's kind of hard to say no, guy.
If there's one thing we've known Brian Burke to be good at in his career, if the
Drafting
team
twins?
that, and if a team has established players, adding to the nucleus isn't as difficult, right?
He's already got those pieces.
Did it with Anaheim.
Yeah.
How do you add around them? That's been their biggest. I mean, Jim Rutherford did. Really, see what they're doing is they're doing what Jim Rutherford did. Like, they bring in a guy.
Basically, got to be the cycle. Is just
they're never going to rebuild.
Yeah.
With those two around.
As long as Sidney Crosby and Gino are on your team, you're never rebuilding, and that's how it should be. And Chris Letang to an extent, because he has a legacy in Pittsburgh, but like, I don't know, Jim Rutherford's obviously gone for it, but he's so severely screwed the future of the Pens. Like, after Crosby and Malkin are gone, they don't. When was the last time they had a first round pick? It wasn't Kasperi in 2014.
No, there's no way. They had
it was
Pierre Olivier Joseph or something.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. He was in the.
he got traded.
The Kessel trade.
Yeah, he wasn't even their pick.
Oh, yeah, so that's a first round pick.
Well, yeah, but that's one they traded for. After,
I meant like
their own guys. Okay, I can tell you right now. Samuel Poulin last year in 2019.
Okay, that was like a. He's a QMJHL guy. Played for the World Juniors, I want to say, last year.
I'll just tell you right now, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2020, they did not have a first-round pick.
I mean, they've done well with their picks.
2014 and 2019 are the only two.
Yeah.
And Kasperi Kapanen was the one in 2014.
Yeah.
And he just came back to the organization.
The funny thing is they had 2 first-round picks in 2012. It's so, and like, you look at the guys.
Neither of them play in the organization anymore.
That is correct.
Derek Pouliot's not even in the league anymore. Oli Mata, I think, is on LA.
Man, they're showing that goal on replay. That is such a bad goal.
It's bad.
It's hard to watch.
That was like a great back check too.
Yeah, Tavares was right on him. All Freddie had to do was push it to the corner.
No, he's got one place to go, and it's 5-hole. How do you get beat 5-hole?
It looked like he was off his post, too. Like, he didn't look tight on that short side either. Oh, no, he was cheating. Never mind. That was just the camera angle.
It's awful. Oh, Cassie Campbell dyed her hair blonde.
Is she always blonde? Or, like, blonde? I guess maybe more blonde.
Yeah.
She probably did more, like, light. So, just to give you an idea, like, you look at the Penguins, like, Tristan Jarry was they've hit on their second and third rounders.
They've gotten lucky because guys like Gensel are like fourth rounders and stuff like that.
Like, yeah, I'm just looking here though. Like, none of their third or fourth or fifth round picks have done much to get to the NHL. Like,
well, not many teams do.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
got some decent like prospects.
I thought Anson Carter just fell asleep on air there for a sec. They came back to the four panel and his eyes were just closed for like 5 seconds.
Wow, since when has he been on Sportsnet?
Just tonight, I think. I think they're
yeah,
just sort of scrambling for people with Berkey gone.
Yeah, I
No,
was like, he's on NHL Network.
well,
I thought.
yeah.
part of me is thinking this is also part of Black History Month and just adding those voices.
Yeah, that's
A
smart of
little
them because Anson Carter is a really smart analyst.
I mean,
I've seen him on NBC a couple times.
I think the best guy that if NBC does a rebrand, the best guy they should go out and get is Kevin Weeks. I think he's fantastic.
He was up for the Penguins GM job too. He was one of the people
Yes, he
Friedman said was a fringe candidate.
The Penguins job and the Florida job.
I selfishly hope he doesn't get that job because he's amazing on NHL Network.
It's the goalie thing, man. Like they see everything with the game. They're so smart. They're odd about 9/10 of the time.
Yeah,
but Ilya Brizgalov's not an NHL analyst.
Now that I see it, yeah, I definitely agree that Cassie Campbell's hair does look more blonde.
It's good to get her on the broadcast more though, because it's like she knows what she's talking about. She's usually only on the Western broadcast. I guess she lives out west though, so kind of it's like Louis DeBrusk. They're out.
Pretty sure she lives in Calgary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty
so
sure
they have her on local broadcasts.
She's called Calgary Games.
Yeah, she was on. She did color the other week for one of their games. Might have been one of the Leaf games actually. I wouldn't know because we're all blacked out of all this.
No, I think one of the Leaf games in Calgary. Okay. One of those, or might have been both.
It's always funny to see players do interviews and they're not in their full equipment anymore. Like Josh Anderson's just sitting here in his elbow pads and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess different guys do different stuff. Who's the weirdo that like has a shower?
Marlo.
He
used to take all his equipment off and jump in the hot tub or the team pool for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they mentioned that on Chicklets.
To get dressed.
Yeah. Well, he's a creature of habit though.
Still,
yeah, it's like Crosby. Have you ever seen Crosby's routine that they showed on the Road to the Winter Classic?
No.
He has this time, like down to a couple minutes.
No.
He does like eats a peanut butter sandwich, goes for this. Yeah, Jack Eichel's is ridiculous. Sidney Crosby's he's done for his entire career though. Like I think that's what makes it crazy is like from this time to this time run on the treadmill, and then he eats a peanut butter sandwich at like this time exactly, or he thinks he'll play a bad game or something. It's like then he goes and tapes his stick out on the bench. It's like it's wild. Some of the things they do. I'd love to do just like a deep dive into that. That's one of those things I love. That and like for some reason I really like talking about locker room DJs. There was somebody that did a piece on those.
Yeah, Luke Fox.
Yes, thank you, Luke Fox. And I love just that stuff, like just stuff inside the locker room that people don't really know about. Like how do you decide on a team's win song, stuff like that.
Yeah. So
it's bizarre. We used to have one where they play country music. I despise country music too.
Yeah. I'm curious to know, like when it comes to, well, I mean that stuff's always interesting too. Like those things in the locker room kind of get overlooked, I think. But I want to put a ball on the Brian Burke talk, which is what exactly. I mean, he's president, so he's probably just looking to fix other parts of the organization, maybe that are not like their drafting, as we mentioned, probably needs to get better in terms of surrounding guys. But Ron Hextall, that one looks. It's a little. I'm a little confused on that one. Like, what can he sell them? Considering he didn't exactly do well in Philly.
No, what was his big move in Philly?
Is it really that? Like Brian Burke isn't going to go in there to be a draft guy. They're going to be brought in.
He better not. Like, if you have Brian Burke do your draft, you're in a heap of trouble in 2021.
Yeah,
he's not taking anyone from Europe, which is a hotbed of the world right now. Anywhere but Canada, well, the United States. Like, I don't know. It's just like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we've had this. They're having this discussion in the NFL too, where they're kind of you more and more you see the jobs for GMs going to younger and younger people.
yeah.
And it's just because for like different ideas for different styles of the way the game is played. They had a pretty good one on I think his name's Brad Holmes, the new GM of the Detroit Lions. He came from the LA Rams. And it's just like how you have to basically design everything differently for, different football.
Yeah, it's interesting how Arizona, with the way things worked with Chaika there, some NHL teams probably like some of those old school guys like see they went with a younger guy, it didn't really work out for them.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is like they isolate one example while these old school guys don't exactly, like, you could point to multiple times where that hasn't worked.
The
But
fact that John Ferguson Jr. was in a conversation in 2021 to be a general manager of a hockey team should tell you how often they just recycle the same 10 dudes among NHL squads.
can I also just ask, and the NFL has been scrutinized for this over the offseason about players that, how do I put it? Like, oh, sorry, when it comes to the minorities,
What, the
they
Rooney rule?
yeah,
The Rooney rule that they've put in place is horseshit. Let me just
it
call it what it
is.
is.
But I'm looking at the
I actually
NHL's.
think it hasn't been bad for executives, but coaches, it's been pretty bad.
I think it's just a slap in the face of people of color and black coaches that you
Yeah.
have to put draft pick compensation behind hiring somebody of color.
Or just putting in a
It
rule
hasn't
that
even worked. I mean,
No, exactly. They're still not being hired at I'm sure the rate the NFL was hoping they would be.
the NFL admitted that they weren't. The question I have is, I looked at the list at the Penguins, the candidate list. Pretty sure Kevin Weeks was the only person of color that was among
Oh yeah,
that list.
hockey's still
Like,
we're having trouble with football getting predominantly black and people of color into front office roles in football where the majority of players are of color.
it's
And now
funny.
you see, like,
The
hockey's
biggest
so far off from that. We can't even get, like, when are we going to see the first black GM? I hope it's Kevin Weeks, because that would be incredible. He's such a smart person.
The the closest right now is the assistant. I'm sorry, I'm not remembering his name right now. That's my
Florida?
fault. Yeah, the Florida
Yeah.
Panthers
I'm drawing a
assistant
blank
GM.
on his name, too. That's bad.
The bad part is I edited the story about Brett Peterson.
Okay. Yeah,
Brett
there it is.
Peterson. It wouldn't take. It takes me 2 seconds to find that, but he actually had a very interesting background because he didn't play in the NHL. Like, he did play professional hockey, but he didn't have a storied NHL career like some of these other guys that are coming in. And I think it's funny though, because we hear so many times how some of the greatest coaches, GMs, didn't have an extensive NHL career. Like, not all of them are Steve Yzerman. Like, Kyle Dubas didn't have an extensive NHL
Steve
career.
Yzerman's kind of the one exception to the rule, in my opinion, of like a guy that played in the NHL that became the best executive in the league. Maybe
Sakic.
Joe Sakic, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is Sakic?
Man, I kicked his teeth in a couple years ago, but he has been fantastic.
Yeah, knocking it out of the park.
But he's
now
probably
with all
also
these...
got a really good staff behind him too.
He's also just bodying the draft. That's the only thing that is really, and the Duchesne trade obviously was.
Well, it's also easy to pick some of those guys when you're picking in the top 5.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I was going to say that the sort of mold breaker for like older guys that aren't great draft minds is Jim Benning, but when you kind of look at it, it's sort of like a lot of the guys that are very good right now in Vancouver were top 10 picks, so it's hard to miss on those ways.
That's exactly kind of my thing.
But he's a great drafter, I will say.
I mean, the thing is, like, sometimes when you're picking in like between the 5 to 10 spot, the difference between some of these prospects isn't a lot, like in terms of where they're ranked or what they're projected to be. It's, can you find the right guy, the right fit in that regard? Like, maybe I look at what they just did, like Bowen Byram, He went
Stud.
4th overall.
Yeah,
absolute stud.
After that awful year where they finished 4th, didn't they get the best player in the draft, Cale Makar? I don't know who was in that draft. I think it was
that was probably the best player
Larson?
out of the
Or
4
not
that
Larson.
were taken.
What's the guy from Buffalo?
Darlene.
Darlene, yeah.
No, that was the Makar draft was the Heishier Patrick year. So it was
Oh,
Heishier,
wow.
Patrick, Heiskanen, and then Makar.
So they definitely
think-
got the best player.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It
like
was either him or Pedersen.
Yeah.
yeah, and
it's
then you
between
look
those
at
two.
it, and it's like Connor Timmins went in the 2nd round.
That's a huge pickup.
That's a good pickup.
They got Sam Girard for nothing in that Duchesne trade. He was a throw-in in the Duchesne trade.
Like, somebody brought up, they have Bowen Byram. Yeah, he was a 4th overall pick. I had hoped you get a Bowen Byram. I think that was also part of the Duchesne trade.
Bowen Byram could also be an Ottawa Senator right now because that was the big thing that the Sens decided to take Brady Tkachuk and gave up on, and Alex Turcotte, a Bowen Byram. I mean, the big one right now, I think, would be Trevor Zegras that people are sort of kicking themselves on.
Yeah.
Talk about a guy that looks like he's having zero fun in the AHL right now.
Yeah, he's
it looks like scrimmage. It's just pure shinny.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if you wanted to bring up that 2019 draft class. Wait, Austin, did you? He was 9th overall.
Zegras?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't go in the top 5. It was, I believe,
was
Turcotte went after Boldy, or not Boldy, after Byram. Matt Boldy was also in that draft.
Turcotte's not a bad player either.
No, but Zegras is, you've seen from the juniors and everything, Zegras has sort of been that breakout star of that group. I think Turcotte wasn't exactly like the, like, how do I even put this? Zegras is sort of like that guy that's going to be the high skill player. Turcotte was more sort of described as he's going to go top 5 because he's that like Barrett Hayden type of build where he's just the 200-foot stud.
Yeah.
Where he'll produce solidly offensively, but he's going to lock it down in his own end, and that's why he was so highly coveted.
Like if you're Buffalo,
yeah,
Dylan Cousins is good, but Trevor Zegras outplayed him in the World Juniors. And
Bowen Byram was a bit of a surprise too because Chicago jumped up and took Kirby Dach 3rd overall.
And I felt, and you look at what Chicago has versus what they need, and you're thinking, maybe the defenseman should have been the pick.
Look at the flow on Bergevin. Oh, that's majestic.
Man, he just looks so bad. He looks like a child with it. It looks awful.
Yeah, it doesn't look good on him, but I mean it's not bad flow. It's definitely not like greasy or anything. It's got some poof to it.
Stop it. It's awful.
It's not feathered and lethal. It's not like White Goodman good, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's not great.
It's not great. It's not terrible.
He looks like a creepy old guy that hits on like
he looks like an usher at a museum that gives the people tours.
He looks like he says "Thanks, sweetheart" at dinner.
Jesus.
Are we? Now I'm just wondering. Are we back in the arena now?
Yeah, it's 1937 for me.
Oh, Jake and I are synced completely. Look at us go.
Yeah, let's go.
God damn it, guys!
Get on our wave, Dave. Let's go. As you spoil goals for us. God damn it, Carey. Can you just not be good at hockey for a minute? Oh, that almost squeaked through. That was a good job of squeezing the arm there. I really like that mask. I don't know if it's the blue, what's the word I'm looking for? Cage on it, but
it reminds me a lot of Halak, actually.
Yeah.
When Halak was on the Canadiens. I'm pretty sure he had a blue cage.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Dryden. I could be wrong. That I'm thinking of.
No, I'm still getting.
No, it's Halak. I think Jose Theodore had a blue cage as well on his mask. That's the one I think of. Oh, Ken Dryden didn't even wear like a modern mask. He had like the
Yeah, I was gonna say
mask.
that doesn't sound.
Yeah,
like
that's not who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Jose Theodore. That would sound right to me.
Yeah. But there's a mask that looks just like the one that...
Actually, Jose Theodore wore a red cage.
Oh. But he had a red mask as well, right?
It was a...
Blue.
It depends. Blue mask.
Yeah.
Blue mask with the
That's
red
where
cage.
I've gotten it screwed up.
Austin's colorblind. We won't fault him for
Whoa, guy. Easy there. No, I don't really pay that much attention to Habs masks. The only one I paid attention to was the Ned Flanders one. I think that was Tokarski wore that a couple of years ago.
Oh my god, yeah. Whatever happened to Dustin Tokarski?
He had that one save that made Pierre Maguire have to go change his pants, and then he was the backup for a minute.
Wasn't he on the Tampa AHL team that the Marlies lost to years ago?
I think he might have been, actually. It was
When
somebody like that.
was on the team, I think.
Let's see.
Oh, the one that they lost to in 2012.
Yeah, when they got
when they had like Palat and Kucherov and all those guys down there.
Didn't Ben Scrivens didn't a goal like?
I feel like the goalie for that run was it Scrivens or was it McIntyre?
It was one of the two.
It was Scrivens, I thought.
Because I remember there was a goal there was a puck that went off the glass and into the net.
Yeah, that was an OT winner, I'm pretty sure, in one of those games.
Yeah, it wasn't
fun.
Oh
yeah, I remember it was on. That was way
was
back.
The Norfolk Admirals.
Definitely in 2012. Jeez, Tokarski was unreal in that playoff run.
Yeah, he was.
Look at that Norfolk roster. It's literally Tampa from this year.
Yeah, that team was unreal.
Isn't it like Tyler Johnson was down there?
Oh, Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat, they had 6 NHL players.
Actually, Tokarski's on the Rochester Americans.
Oh, that's cool.
Still making bucks.
Where's speaking of former backups that had 1 year heater, where's the Hamburglar now?
Yeah, I gotta look that
up. Andrew Hammond.
Andrew,
I was like, Andrew.
Yeah, it is Andrew. I was trying to remember the first name of the guy.
He's 33.
Wow.
He plays for the Minnesota Wild. Wow.
If you want to feel old, Justin Pogge was the goalie for the team that Liljegren and Sandin came from, and he played with them.
That's pretty funny.
Michael Telkvist just retired like a year ago.
Yeah, I'm just looking at.
Wow, that guy.
Yeah.
So many crappy old
goalies. You guys remember Corey Conacher?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. Wasn't he with the Marlies for like a second, last 2 years ago?
He get, traded in a decent deal for Ben Bishop or something?
Yeah, he was traded to.
He was in the Ottawa.
Yeah, he was traded to Ottawa from.
Wait, no. I think he was traded. Oh.
No, he was traded to Ottawa in return for Ben Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindsight, what a freaking deal for the Lightning.
Yeah, I
was like, that's so much. Yeah. Yeah, and then
thank you for your donation.
Awful. Yeah, thanks for a goalie that we'll basically use until we replace him with a superstar.
Talk about a 1 year or less than 5 years at least. I don't have Corey Conacher's stats in front of me, but
1 year wonder. He was a rookie of the year candidate.
Yeah, he was fantastic to start out, and then everyone sort of figured him out, I guess, or he fell off a bit. Either or.
So damn small.
Yeah, that's the issue. He was like 5'8", he must have been.
For Lausanne Hockey Club, and I'm gonna guess this is the Swedish league.
Probably
not Swedish, Swiss league.
Yeah, it sounds like I was gonna say
the biggest turnaround in from NHL to another league was Nigel Dawes for sure.
Yeah, so he had 24 points in 35 games as a rookie. Then he got traded to the Sens, and he just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, as people do when they go and play for the Sens generally.
He had 3 goals in the playoffs for them, though.
The 1 year where they were pesky.
Yeah, in 8 playoff games, he had 3 goals. So
wow, incredible run.
Oh, they're showing us this Romanov kid's shift. He's been out there for 2 minutes. Why?
I say just caught. I don't really know.
Seems bizarre to me.
I say, why do I feel like I'm behind on you guys now? I don't see
We're
this.
at 55. No. Nice play.
Yeah, 50.
Oh, you're at 50. Wait, 1650 or 1550?
15:45 right now.
Yeah, you guys are definitely ahead of me now. Wow. Okay, I think I caught up to you guys.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Interesting turn development, Jake, from the Vancouver game. I didn't expect it to happen, but Rasmus Sandin got in because the Leafs decided to go 11. What the heck happened there? Is Tavares okay? Is he still down? Is he up? Oh, he's still down. Oof. Ooh, that didn't look good at all, man. I will tell you though, Tavares is a tough noogie.
So something's about to happen because he's skating fine right now.
Yeah, but I that might be a call either to the. Ooh, look at the blood. Oh, of course Shea Weber's involved.
Did he get a stick to the face or something?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I took it. Oh yeah, yeah, that'll do it. Elbow to the head, back. I mean, that's a little. I don't think. I definitely did. Like he was already on the ground and he took out Weber. That's an accidental play, but ouch. You don't like to see a guy getting his head crunched along the ice.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's an accident. I thought he like high sticked him or something like that.
No. Tavares was already on the ground before all that happened. Like,
oh yeah, he slipped and then that's like kind of his fault, but that just sucks.
Oh yeah,
he should be fine.
Oh yeah, probably just has to get the cotton swab up the nose. Or sorry, the cotton balls or whatever you call those, the cues.
Cotton swabs, I guess you call them.
All right. It's funny that's I like what I know Montreal's been on such a good run, but you're hearing people like put Jeff Petrie in the Norris conversation, and I'm like, maybe hush, maybe let's relax on those. I mean, considering Carey Price has been pretty good, and they haven't exactly been a tough team to not score on. Like the Leafs have had their chances. Like Montreal's not like shutting them down like Vancouver did the other game.
A bit of a sleepy game.
Yeah, I mean that's probably one of Montreal's best chances in like a long time. It's like I don't know. I'm gonna just shift myself here. Oh, make sure I don't slump in my chair too much. When you look at a game like this, what always favors the Leafs is they get one goal. It's you got to watch out for the next one.
Yeah, they can score quick for sure.
Like that's what happened to Vancouver. Matthews scored. It energizes the bench, and literally next shift, it's another goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes a Leafs team dangerous, and it's also why some people are just like, oh, the Leafs won't go anywhere in the playoffs because goal scoring is hard to come by.
That's like the exact opposite of what.
Well, this is what everyone's saying. The Leafs are such a skilled team; they rely on skill and scoring, but in the playoffs, when it's the style of play changes, they can't. The Leafs have a hard time adjusting. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, Tavares is going.
I guess I agree with maybe like the change in play style, but I don't agree that they wouldn't be able to score.
So I don't know if Tavares. I just read that Tavares is going off the ice.
What now?
Yeah, so Austin, you probably missed it. Tavares got his head crunched against the ice.
Cool, that's good. Well, are they taking him out just for precaution, or did he get up slow?
I think he was definitely bleeding, so I don't know if he just got to get himself cleaned up, or if he has to go for. I don't know if you guys can see it there. There's a replay. Oh, that hurts.
That's not a good time.
No, definitely not. Kyle Dubas probably asking for an update, even though the guy just got off the ice. So yeah, Jake, we were just talking about how a game like this, we'll see how it plays out, but it hasn't really been that entertaining. They've kind of.
Did you see it, Austin? They just showed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of an accident. He just slipped and his feet came out from under him.
It's unfortunate how that happens. Like,
Oh no.
and good play, good defense right there. Oh man, this is. Yeah, the Leafs right now are just trying whatever. It's Shea Weber's been a real pain in the ass in this game, huh?
It's his job.
It is,
Oh,
but
Jesus, Brody. Oh, it's Drouin. Come on now.
I'm just wondering if I'm ahead of you guys again. You have to do like a time check.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep sliding behind and ahead of us. That's kind of bullshit, is that?
I don't know. What time do you guys have on your clock?
12:30.
Oh, I'm definitely ahead. All right, I'm gonna hold up for a little bit. I don't know how. I don't know how I keep getting ahead. Maybe it's just my stream and the way it's loading. But this is. I'm actually not too worried about the Leafs right now in terms of the way they're playing.
They're doing fine. They just need to get some more shots on goal. You're not going to beat Carey Price with 9 shots through a period and a half.
That's also true. I just also feel like what will concern me is if Tavares is not able to come back.
Oh, absolutely. If JT doesn't come back, this game's, I don't want to say a wrap, but
no, I don't. I
you
wouldn't
make it a lot harder.
Oh, it certainly gets a lot harder. You have to
because you're already short. Well, you're not
Thornton.
short centerman. You're already short Thornton. You were running 11 skaters the other night up front. Like this. Yeah, I don't know. At a certain point you run out of depth. I mean, Nicholas Robertson.
He did skate. He did skate this week.
Yay!
So.
Go guy.
When are they supposed to get Thornton back?
He was supposed to be out a month.
What?
It's probably been close to a month.
Ottawa game or something.
Yeah, we're gonna. He's close to coming back. Like I think maybe another few weeks at least.
What about Robertson? How long was he out?
That one wasn't as defined.
They said like a month ish, something like that. It was like 4 to 6 weeks or something.
What's the call?
Bogosian got holding.
What? Are they serious? That's a penalty? What did he do? That's okay.
Holding.
That's pretty soft. But
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw Shea Weber do a lot worse and not get called for it.
He got called for a pretty blatant hook though on Matthews.
I mean, he pushed him. I mean, I guess
I guess they basically just called holding if you get that free hand out.
But did he though? Yeah, I think he had.
He had one hand, the stick hand around him, and then I think he had him on the back maybe a little bit. I don't. If you get that free hand off, it seems like they're just going to call it every time now.
Yeah.
So you basically have to just push him off with 2 hands. Oh, Jesus! Muzzin just ran Toffoli into the boards.
Hey, you're worried about that? I love that. I mean, I know that your Scarborough man's got hurt, but
no, I'm not worried about that Muzzin hit. I'm more worried that they might have called that on like a borderline push. It was one of those where it kind of looked like it could be considered from behind because they're trying to protect players. Jesus, just shoot the puck on a 2-on-1 Marner. Like I know we were talking about Marner shooting. Yeah. Everyone and their mother knows he's passing it to Matthews on that 2-on-1. You got to shoot it at some point.
I'm also just seeing Austin Matthews on the penalty kill is
concerning.
Yeah. Brian Burke's first act. Malcolm Crosby on the penalty kill.
This has Austin Matthews blocking a shot on his instep and breaking his foot all over it.
How could How can he just grab a puck in traffic so easy?
But he lets that 5-hole goal in. He literally just caught that puck with his head to the right side of the guy and his glove on the left.
I don't know if it's just he missed. He just didn't think he was going to go 5-hole, and he thought. But it's like Josh
I'm
Anderson.
sure he was just guessing at that point, and that's what
based on the
happened.
goals I've seen Josh Anderson score. He does not go high; he goes low.
He beat Anderson, low blocker, posted in the first game of the season.
Yeah, he's not shooting. He's not. I don't think he's really known for being a high shooter.
He's not a sniper, but he can put it where he needs to.
Well, the thing is when he charges in, it goalies kind of take that step back instead of challenging them. They don't get run over either. This Montreal power play stinks.
I keep going to look at you guys, and then it just directly points me to this thing. So wow,
The tracker,
I'm like 40 seconds behind.
I feel like we're gonna have to fit if. So the next game we're planning is February 20th. Leafs Habs again Saturday night. So I'm hoping Jake, you're
this Saturday.
No, not this Saturday. Next Saturday.
Okay.
This Saturday I have to work. This Saturday I'm working 6 to 2, so I'm gonna be watching it, but I'm gonna be working, so I can't exactly do a live stream and work at the same time.
Right.
Like I could talk to people and watch the game, but I can't do everything else I want to do at the same time. It's a little. I have to be working, and that takes away my concentration. Understandably so. So yeah, that's when we're planning the next one. So I'm hoping I can watch on my TV, and we can all be in sync for that one. I know, Austin, we're talking. Maybe we'll get you for that one. Maybe you'll have to be back on relationship duty.
We shall see.
Oh, come on, Willie. Oh
my God! How did they both miss?
Boys.
Did they just basically pass it off the boards to each other?
What are we doing right
wide,
now?
And then Matthews missed it wide.
I mean, Willie misses the net all the time, so I'm not too surprised. But Matthews just had a sitter.
Oh
Price
my
out of the net.
Who the heck did he just hip check?
Is that Sherratt?
I think so. God, is he awful? He's got the cinder block feet. My God.
Yeah. What the hell was that, Kerfoot?
Oh my God.
That was like blatant icing, right?
Oh yeah. Kerfoot just stood there and then just didn't chase after it when the puck missed him.
How does Nylander miss that? How
do they both miss it?
Yeah, Matthews has an absolute open net. I mean, he just swipes at it. So I guess.
Oh my God, that's a
bad miss by Willie.
Yeah,
like that's
this
one
is the thing.
Put in.
Both, and Matthews is guilty of it too. Like when he misses, you're just like, how does he miss?
It's like that one game last season against LA where Tavares missed like the widest net you will get in your career.
Yeah, well, it's also against like Columbus where they, that game where they literally hit the post on a wide open net. Like, really? You have the whole open cage and you hit the post.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be one of those games for sure. Who? Oh, VC. He got called out a little bit by Keefe. Not like he said he needed to be better, but Keefe also said that we know he can be better, and he asked himself to be better. Which
Engvall, you moose, I love it. Look at this guy skate.
Let's see. Oh, Goldman Spets, let's go.
Good play by Spezza.
By the way, in the second intermission, we'll have some. We'll do some more Leafs talk in terms of some rumors we've heard, rumblings.
You said you wanted to talk about the 2019 draft, Dave, during the intermission.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we bring up that draft, just for the sake of looking at would we redraft that 2019 draft?
There we go.
Oh,
Did Corey Perry just pitchfork Anderson
he did something.
or
Wait,
Evans?
I was gonna say, is Corey Perry? Like how Freddie
Corey
just
Perry's still up, so he wasn't the one that.
Freddie is just like, I'm just gonna grab my stick. Don't touch me, don't hurt me. I'm just grabbing my stick.
Oh, he grabbed Evans' stick and then went down.
Yeah. Uh, you know what's funny is I haven't even looked at Twitter once tonight.
You're not missing anything. It's just all. Oh wow! Actually, apparently John Morosi just said Andrew Benintendi's being close to going to the Royals.
That is like just a completely irrelevant trade.
Yeah.
It like makes the Red Sox worse, but like the Royals are still awful.
Yeah. Let's get Andrew Benintendi to put with Whit Merrifield.
And like Guy. I love Whit Merrifield though, but good lord, man.
And what's his name? The catcher.
Salvador Perez.
Yes. Sal Perez at over 30 years old now. Just what a nothing. I mean, it's not a nothing trade, but I want to talk about how Tom Brady was absolutely fucking buckled today at that Super Bowl trade.
The avocado tequila.
He's quite the jokester on social media.
Oh my god, that was quite, like, first off, when you see that he just tosses the Lombardi trophy from boat
Could
to
you imagine
boat.
if he just
that's a man
that
that
up
has
and threw it in the ocean?
That would be an expensive thing. I mean, I'm sure
sorry,
they'd
in the
find it pretty
river.
easily. No, that's probably the ocean. Or the bay. Or the bay.
I was gonna say the Bay Area, that ain't easy to find stuff. It's not exactly clear water. It's not water you swim in.
Wait, was that a penalty? They called him a cave? No. Okay, good. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
dude,
he's just showing him working a guy over. Like, he's so due for one. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how I missed this tweet. What a golden tweet by BX on the Brian Burke leaving. Can't believe Berkey is leaving me for Sid. Whatever. Good luck. That's a good one.
Jesus. I'm looking at the basketball scores. Figures this is the night that the Pacers score 27 points in the first half against the Nets.
4-on-4. What just happened?
How is that possible? How do you have 27 points against the Nets? Ouch. Are you like playing with blindfolds on or something?
That was Mo. What the hell was that?
I don't know what we probably should be focusing on on those things. I don't know exactly how that's happening.
I don't know exactly how the Leafs are 4-on-4 right now. I just looked down from my phone and missed that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Can someone also, when we get a moment, I'm just watching Austin Matthews wheel the puck around like it's nothing. Let's see. Ooh, that was a weird bounce. Puck just kind of.
Well,
Johnny
T's
one
back,
thing.
Don't look at the tracker.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the tracker. I'm watching the game. I have Twitter in the game.
Don't look at the tracker. So like we either get a power play or a score.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so maybe just don't mention the tracker so that Jake doesn't look at it.
Power play, I guess.
Anyone watching is gonna know what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen it yet.
What's going on?
I mean,
there's a lot of Jesus. There's so much game. Dermot
with the tinted visor. Let's go. Oh my god, he needed that bad, man. Man, I love seeing that. Good shit.
What a snipe by Travis Dermott.
Oh my god, he just nips it short side.
What a shot! I will say though, he actually never had a bad shot. It's just
No, he just doesn't shoot a lot.
no, he just doesn't play enough either.
Yeah, exactly. He's not really being put in advantageous situations on offense.
I'm reading on Twitter. People are like, William Nylander looks so disengaged tonight. I'm like,
Dude, I mean, it's a goddamn Wednesday in February. Like,
The entire Leafs roster looked unengaged for most of the night.
I mean, like, let's be honest here. What do they say about like elite players? They have what, like 6 off nights a season? I mean, it just happens. Some guys aren't great.
Yeah, you can afford to take a night off if you're a guy that has output like a Marner or a Matthews. You're gonna get called out for it. But if you're a guy like Mikheyev, you can't
all
be
right,
bothered to take a night off.
All right, let's move Travis Dermott up front.
Travis Dermott's our 12th forward now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Put Sandin back in the lineup. Let's roll.
But it's that, yeah, Jake. It's like as Jake said, it's a Wednesday in February, a regular season game. Like, but the other thing too is like, this is how William Nylander always plays. Is if it's like, oh, he looks disengaged, and I'm like, I guarantee I can look at other nights and say, oh, he looks disengaged. But it's the way he plays. If you look at the way
laissez-faire, it's like a little annoying. Not gonna lie,
it is, but it's like, what are you going to do about it? Like, if the coach goes after him about it, what's going to happen? He's going to probably turtle, and it's going to like, I guarantee Mike Babcock did that stuff to him, and it impacted him. It's just the way it's. So the funny thing is that like Travis Dermott signed a 1-year deal. I wrote about this actually not too long ago. Travis Dermott's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Pretty good cap hit too. Like I think it's like 874,000, something around that. Like for a player of his talent, like he hasn't proven himself. That's why he got that deal, but he's gotten some calls from teams. Like Pittsburgh was calling about him. I'm sure other teams have too because he's playing third pairing. And in some teams, maybe he's getting a little more responsibility.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, they should trade him before he gets claimed by Seattle. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't think he's getting picked up by Seattle. If you're choosing a defenseman on the Leafs that's being exposed, like I'm pretty sure Justin Hall is getting exposed.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the guy you should expose.
And that's the guy that's most likely getting picked.
Yeah, because he's one of those guys that's on a cheap contract. He's not. What was the term on that contract? Was it 2 or 3 years?
I thought it was 3 years.
2 mil.
$2 million a year.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, he's got control, which is what the expansion teams are looking for at least a year. And even after that, he's not going to be looking for much because he's getting up towards 30 now. So he sort of is what he is.
Well, he's proven he can play top 4 minutes.
Exactly.
Penalty kill.
He's sort of like that. I don't know if this is a
shot.
Great comparison, but sort of like what Vegas did when they got Braden McNabb, just sort of a solid guy that ended up turning into a top player for them at the time when they first came around.
Yeah, so he's signed for 2 more years after this year.
Yeah.
Like you get him at a reasonable cap hit. He could probably play in their top 4. Like he's most likely getting picked up. So I don't get the urgency to trade Dermott unless you're
selling him low if you trade him. You're probably only getting like a mid-round pick for him. Like maybe a 3rd or 4th if you're lucky. Because he hasn't done a whole lot the last year and a bit. If you traded him after that initial run he had with the team where he was buzzing, then you might have gotten a lot for him.
Yeah, but the problem was at that time the Leafs needed defensemen. Like it wasn't like the Leafs had an abundance of defensemen at that time either.
So it makes it kind of difficult where you need to. The Leafs still need help defensively, but the thing with getting not getting rid of, but losing a Hull or a Dermott is you have Sandin, you have Liljegren.
Here's my thing about the defense, though. If you're making a serious move on the blue line, what exactly are you're? That's a massive makeover you're doing, then, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong on that? I don't know.
I don't think so, but I think after this, the expansion draft's after the season. I'm guessing, yeah.
Is it after this season?
Or is it next season? They come in 2022, right?
No, they come in after this season.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this summer is going to be.
Yes, this summer, exactly.
So I mean, Hull's going to be the one you have to expose because you're going to keep. How did it work last time? I forget the format. You could keep a certain number of skaters, and you had to protect.
You either do 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie, or 8 skaters and a goalie.
No, 7 skaters. 7? No, was it?
No,
was it 7?
8 skaters.
I thought it was like 9 or something. I thought it was like 7. Oh, was it 7, 3, and 1?
Yeah.
7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie, or 8
You can
skaters and a goalie.
Oh yeah.
And 2
You can
goalies.
only protect one goalie.
2 goalies, right?
No, you can only protect one.
Oh.
Which in the Leafs case
is fine.
You only have one goalie you can protect, which is most. I mean, sorry, you have goalies you can protect.
Jack Campbell, who you protect.
Yeah, because like Anderson's a free agent.
Yeah.
Well, people are like, oh, they can sign Anderson and protect him. Like, why would you?
Why would you do that? Because if you're Seattle, you're not taking. I mean, you could risk taking him because he'd be your number one for sure, and he'd be a good number one. But there is also a risk you waste a pick on him, and he just walks to free agency a week after the draft.
Well, no, the Leafs. The Leafs would have to sign him to a contract in order for him to protect him. They can't. The Leafs can't. Right. You can't protect the free agent.
That's what I mean. No. I'm talking about the Seattle. I'm not talking about Toronto. Oh. I'm saying if you're Seattle, you could get a guy that will be your starter, but you really only have a week to negotiate a contract with him, which is a lot of time.
No, he would already be signed to a contract. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, oh, Seattle, like if Seattle's the only way Seattle can get Anderson, they sign him in free agency, or the Leafs sign him to a new deal, and then like. Well, no, but see, the thing is, if Leafs
can get UFAs from the they can get pending UFAs from the expansion draft. They just have to sign them.
Can they? I thought you had to. I thought if they're a free agent, they're not eligible for the expansion draft.
No, I think they were. I think just Vegas didn't sign any of them because of the uncertainty, or didn't pick any of them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Maybe I thought it was wrong.
I think a couple teams used that. I could be wrong. I don't. That was 3 years ago. But I think a couple of teams did that where they didn't sign guys because then they didn't have to protect them, and Vegas wouldn't take them.
And we've discussed this before. Like, finding a goaltender isn't really hard. By the way, looks like the period's ending, or
it's going
to end soon.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, okay.
According to Tracker Track.
Tracker says it's done.
That's good. I mean, it was 25 seconds last time when the tracker popped up for us, so we've knocked it down by half.
I don't know how, but we've somehow done that.
That's a penalty. Thank you very much.
Wait, really? They got one?
Kerfoot just drew one. Trip.
Nice.
Hyman.
Oh, Hyman. Sorry.
That's like
Kerfoot drawing a penalty? I don't think so.
No, Kerfoot taking a penalty sounds about right. They kind of have like the same sort of like choppy stride. Kerfoot has the candy cane tape on his stick.
It's not a good penalty. It's not a good penalty to take. Hyman's not doing anything with that.
Was that Edmondson that took that?
So now that we are
second intermission,
now that we are in 1-1. Second intermission, maybe I'll have to make a move with this this screen here. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna change things up just a tad.
Okay.
We are gonna bring back this. We're gonna bring this. There we go. I'll figure out a new screen that we're gonna share. Because I don't know if this tracker is not really working out well for us.
No, it's doing more harm than good, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mind it. I haven't been looking at it.
Yeah, but people who are listening to a stock, it's like, why are these guys talking about a goal that happened like 20 seconds ago?
Oh, okay.
The tracker
So-
shows up a minute before the puck goes in for us.
Exactly. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm putting something on the ticker right now. Elliot Freeman on Tim and Sid. Leafs are going to add at the trade deadline, and in his words, a winger that can play in the top six with Matthews, Marner, or Tavares Nylander. He said he has a name but can't report on it. Like he has a name written down. So most likely somebody has told him, "Look, the Leafs are looking at this guy."
Yeah.
I just don't have proper confirmation that they are because he hasn't vetted all of his sources yet. I thought the Leafs were going to be looking for like a third line guy. I didn't think they were going to be looking for a top six. I
How
guess
would they
they
be able to afford it?
Pardon? How are they going to afford it?
Yeah.
Whew,
Probably the
that's
other team eats some salary in exchange for a pick.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying to think. If you're the Leafs, what salary can you move out?
I saw somebody suggest that it might
Engvall?
be the thing that I think about is if it's the trade deadline, you would think it's a team in Canada because then the person that they'd get at the deadline wouldn't have to quarantine. If they get somebody from the States on the deadline, then it's a two-week quarantine, and you've basically wasted half of your rentals time with the team.
Yeah, like that. If you're making a deal before the trade deadline, you're doing it now.
Yeah, and Dubas hasn't been one to wait until trade deadline day to do it.
No, I think that's why. Like, this isn't the first time we've heard Freeman mention this. Like, I think it was 2 weekends ago on headlines. He said the Leafs were looking at adding a forward.
It's all started since the Flames started reportedly shopping Sam Bennett.
So
That's what started it off.
my question is now that might change if they're in Canada, doesn't it? I don't know if the rules are.
I don't think there's a quarantine if you're in Canada because they do all the testing. It might be one of those things where you have to wait like 3 days or something in rapid tests, and then if you're clear, then you can play.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think though, like who's
one guy that I saw, I think it was the Leafs Nation floated, was possibly Nugent Hopkins.
No way.
Yeah,
I would be surprised.
He makes way too much money.
Yeah, well, that's why I said eat the salary.
That's $6 million. You have to figure out.
Man. I don't understand how they do it.
So this is my only way I could think of. The only player I think that the Leafs would likely try to move to make the salary work is Kerfoot.
Yeah,
because he's at least just over $3 million.
That's closer to. It's like 3.2, 3.5, somewhere around there.
Let me just maybe. Let me double. I'm gonna pull up the Leafs salary cap. I know that they've maneuvered in a way the cap where they can like daily cap hit, and the way that accrues is a little different.
That's the thing that's why having a guy like it's Pridham, right, that crunches the numbers for the Leafs. Brandon Pridham. It's like having a guy like him who helped write the rules on this is a huge get for the Leafs because he can manipulate the salary cap to help the Leafs out. But like, I don't know. Do you consider Sam Bennett to be a guy that the Leafs would want to have in their top six because he's had a pretty limited role in Calgary?
But here's the thing: like Friedman said, a top six forward. So my guess is the guy's already a top six on another team.
I just had an idea in my head. What about like a Jake Virtanen?
That'd be something. You mean that guy that the Canucks picked over William Nylander and Nikolai Ehlers in the draft, who were both playing very well this season?
Yeah, that guy.
I thought maybe Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver has to do.
If Vancouver was smart, they would start. I don't know if selling off after one bad year is a good idea, but start trying to shed a little bit of cap because, especially in that bottom six, because that's. I mean, Louis Eriksson got waived again today. Like those contracts that Jim Benninger. No, they just keep. They have. I think they have to put them through waivers every time they bring them back.
Yeah,
from the taxi squad.
He has to clear waivers. I mean, no one's ever claiming that contract.
that's a guaranteed no go for every team. So you can just throw him on waivers and he'll still be on your roster the next day.
When's the last game he played?
The last team he played for?
The last game he played.
He played against the Leafs the other night.
Yeah, he
His
did.
first game of the season. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was the first game they played against the Leafs. He was brought up from the taxi squad.
It's just crazy because he has the highest cap hit on the Canucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
That'll change soon enough, but he makes Horvat just signed his extension and he makes more than him still, right? Horvat makes like 5 and a bit.
5.5 over the next 3 years. Well, including this year. So I'm looking here. Jake Virtanen is at 2.55.
Might be worth it. I don't know. It's
definitely not Tanner Pearson.
No.
Like I'm looking at guys who could the Leafs be interested on, like the Canucks would even move. Maybe it is Virtanen, but
it could be a guy on an American team because Dubas does his business early. So if you're willing to do that 2-week quarantine and you still have him for that stretch run, then why not?
Well, and the thing is, we're thinking of guys. We're also looking at maybe pending free agents. If I'm looking at pending free agents,
at least you're getting Patrick Laine because clearly Columbus doesn't want him anymore.
I don't know. I kind of don't really have any interest in getting a rental.
Not really.
No.
I'm not down for the Leafs being in the business of trading away first for rentals. Like, I don't know, Pittsburgh might be the best example. Maybe.
I mean, maybe you kind of go for it in this kind of like Mickey Mouse sort of year.
Yeah. It depends on how you look at this. The thing that's interesting is they're still the last thing I think Friedman said last weekend is they're considering pushing the draft back for this year.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. I don't know. The hell
I think it's just sort of it would basically just be the 2021 and 22 drafts would just take place in the same summer.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Then it would give the CHL guys a chance. Sorry,
I'll point out some free agents. For some reason, I've heard Ryan Getzlaf's name. Like that cap is way too big. That ain't happening.
Is he making near like?
He's making 8.25.
Yeah.
Taylor Hall definitely not. Derek Stepan, no. Brandon Saad definitely not because Colorado just got him. I'm looking here. I just don't see.
I don't think it's a pending free agent that Dubas is after. I think it's a guy that has like 1 or 2 years on his contract at least, like Muzzin was.
I think so.
I don't think Dubas is in the business of pissing away draft capital for a 1-year guy that knows he's not going to get paid here.
And especially with Friedman, like saying, "Ooh, we don't." He doesn't want to give up the name because it probably seems just way too out. I wouldn't say out of it, but way too risky in a way.
I think it's way too far out from sort of the deadline at the moment.
Yeah.
And also, when is the deadline? Is it like March, somewhere around there?
Mm-hmm. Somebody, I can't remember the exact date of the trade deadline. Somebody that, so Maple Leaf Hot Stove, Anthony Petrelli, is that who it? Yeah, Anthony Petrelli. So, yeah. He brought up Kyle Palmieri.
Might be a good one. Depends on how much he makes, like 5 or 6 though, right?
Nah, he probably makes like 4, high 3s, 4.
That'd be a player I'd be very interested in.
I'm just like maybe what I'll do is I'll look up some teams that are near the bottom.
I just start going through rosters.
Who's getting rid? Is Detroit getting rid of someone? Because they're a team that's obviously not.
I like that on Hockey Night in Canada they just have Ron McLean playing shinny with these kids on a backyard rink. Like on a Wednesday night. Yeah, that's him.
So by the way,
he did a report to open the game from that rink, but then they just showed that thing of him I'm assuming he's just skating around in circles talking to his producer. Like, why the hell am I still out on these rinks with these 2 little shits?
So Kyle Palmieri is 1 year left on his deal at 4.65.
Okay.
If I'm looking here at this,
silly to me.
Yeah, that does look.
They couldn't just let him sit like inside. They didn't have like a little like little mini studio setup where he could stay warm. He just has to sit out on that frozen fucking rink for 3 hours. He's wearing jeans and a light fucking parka.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if I'm looking at teams near the
The
bottom of the
visuals
standings,
killing me.
all right, I'm trying to get you guys to move on here. All right,
Oh man.
It's not gonna happen.
screw you, Austin.
He's just I don't know why he's doing that. He's just like passing them on an ice sheet.
Yeah.
It's so random.
He wasn't even interacting with the kids. That's the funniest part.
No.
He was talking to his producer in his earpiece or something.
My god, that's so funny.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, now that we are back on track, no, well, probably not yet. All right, so I don't think Ottawa has anything the Leafs would want.
Oh fuck.
No, they're
No.
Probably not the Red Wings.
Nope.
Could LA? Could the Rangers? Not Rangers, sorry, the Predators. I'm looking at LA. I'm looking at teams that are not doing well right now. I look at LA, Nashville for sure.
I think LA would consider it because they're still sort of in their rebuild,
Yeah.
retool, whatever you want to call it.
San Jose.
San Jose could give us Patrick Marleau back.
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I'm good, man.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good, bro.
Oh God. Who else is doing bad? There's been so many cancellations I'm not even following in the States right now. I just know Tampa's blowing teams out left and right. And Boston's buzzing because we get every Nesson broadcast, so I have to listen to Jack Edwards every night.
Maybe Minnesota. Does Minnesota have a player that
Minnesota should sell off, but they're too stupid to based on their history. And when they do, they sell off Mikko Koivu, who retires mid-season.
Like, I'm just looking at teams right now. It's like,
Go get Luke Cunnin. Screw it. I don't know if he's any good or what's going on with him. He's just a name. Hey, there he is again. Let's go.
oh,
Ronnie!
oh my goodness.
What is that hat he's wearing?
I don't know. It looks so stupid though.
It looks like a
It looks like a
Survivor
sock.
when they it looks like a
No,
hockey sock. It's Canada.
Looks like a what's it called? What's the thing that they have for?
I
stocking?
also
What's
feel
the
really
stock-
bad for Ron McLean because like interviewing children is literally like pulling teeth.
Oh,
It
it's
is the worst thing in
It's the worst
journalism.
thing. Yeah, I've had to do it a couple times.
If you get more than a 5-word answer out of them, like you should get an award.
That'd be great. They're like, we're actually really quite confident in the way the Leafs are grinding. This
Yeah,
one out."
it's just you see the way they cycle the puck. They're just working it down low, guys sliding onto the sideboards. Like, what's going on, Timmy?
It's just like you just got to get the boys in there and get it working.
Get pucks in, get pucks deep, and win some hockey games.
What the heck is
Good
this?
old Letty Kenny reference, if anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
Nobody was wondering, by the way.
No one was
Hey,
wondering.
PK,
Sorry,
what's
Austin.
up? That's okay. Nobody cares about me. I get it. I don't know, but I like it. I don't know what this is about. Let's get PK Subban. He can be our winger. I'll pay $9 million.
So we just figured out who the
Oh.
kids were.
Jake,
They're-
What?
do you see what's wrong with Ron McLean's stick?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Look at the blade tape. He's using those stupid.
Oh yeah,
Those-
are
It's not
sticky
tape.
things?
It's those.
Yeah.
This. It's not actual tape. It's like silicone stick-ons that go on each side of the blade.
Yeah.
I wanna thank our first comment of the night from Pat. Our good friend Pat is back. Awesome.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's Jeff Merrick's
He's
kids.
keeping Merrick's kids company while he's at work. That's a good babysitter.
Yeah, it's a very nice
That's the one,
babysitter.
though.
Is Don Cherry busy?
Oh.
No, Merrick just probably doesn't want him around his kids. Sorry, bud. Those are
But
the rules. Yeah, sorry. Good old Don Cherry burn in there. That's some low-hanging fruit nowadays.
tough. Yeah, it's an easy dunk.
That's
on.
that's some true comedy right there. Is me dunking on an 80-year-old man.
You guys watching these highlights of the Bruins Rangers? Wow.
Tuukka Rask going to snap his stick on the ref's head there? Is he going to
Was
pull
that
what he did in the AHL a couple of years ago?
Oh
Throwing
man,
a drink of water onto
ref
the
is telling him to go and go sit down.
I love how he gets so mad. I'd be like, shut the hell up.
That's what the ref's doing. He's
Such
like,
a
get back in
loser.
your net.
Yeah, I'd be like, what are you gonna do with that bitch? What are you gonna do? Huh?
We're definitely not keeping this stream PG rated tonight.
Whatever. We did well in the first one.
He's just such a freaking loser, man.
It's true.
He kind of reminds me of like the Philip Rivers of hockey. It's like, all right, shut up.
Are we talking
He's
about
like,
Rask still?
Yeah, Rask. He's like that guy that like talks shit. It's like, okay.
Austin's just like, I want to make sure we're burning the right guy right now.
It's like,
Sorry,
it's like,
I got kind of lost after I was shitting on Don Cherry.
Oh,
It's all good.
the stream has gone south a little bit. That's for sure.
Because I know the Wendell and Dougie fans are going to come after me for going after their Lord and Savior Don Cherry. The old Oshawa gang. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Tuukka Rask is... What do you want me to say about him? I feel bad for him, honestly, because he's got to deal with that crap fan base in Boston that just sewers him for everything he does. Literally went home to be with his daughter. Boston fans sent him death threats. Like, he won them a cup. That fan base still doesn't deserve him.
Well, did he win
It's not
them
like
the
Leaf
cup?
fans would treat him any better.
I was going to say, did he win them the cup or did Tim Thomas win them the cup? I was pretty sure Timmy Thomas had something to do with that.
Sorry, I'm not the cup. I'm thinking of the year they took him to the cup a couple of years ago when they lost to Boston.
Well, yeah, he got them to 2 cup finals in 2013 and 2019. Like, that's not easy, guys. Like, and the funny thing is, they go and they get Yaroslav Halak, who's supposed to be, a 1B. He's not like a.
He's one of the elite backups in the league.
Yeah, like he's a starter. He's a starter turned backup that can play more games if you need him to. And yet, Boston fans are just like, "Oh, Tuukka Rask abandoned us. What an ass!" Like, I'm like, you guys still had Yaroslav Halak. What are you complaining about?
That's a hell of a rink Merrick has in his house, by the way.
Yeah,
good little outdoor rink.
But I know he takes pride in that.
It just got christened by Ron McLean. That thing's a fucking godsend in Canada. That's going to be a National Heritage building by the end of the month.
For sure. I'm not putting the tracker back up. I think we're going to keep it like this for the rest of the night, boys.
All right.
I'm going to keep it on the 3 screen because the tracker is like always like 20 seconds ahead of us on everything. We shall see how they...
Oh, we back.
There we
I
go.
think Bukauskas is talking, so I'd assume we're back. By the way, the best hair in the game. It is not just a TV thing. Bukauskas has that hair done up every day of the week.
All right. You guys let me know when you're approaching puck drop so I can...
I'm looking at Corey Perry holding a Memorial Cup right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I'm definitely ahead of you again.
How does this happen? We're watching the same thing.
No, but what are you watching on, Austin?
I'm watching it on my TV, but I turned it back like I have it on a delay.
So that's the problem. I'm not watching my TV.
Are you buffering? Is that what's going on? It buffers and then skips ahead?
Because I'm watching it on my computer because my brother's watching it in real time.
Yeah, because he didn't want to watch on a delay, which I completely get now that I've seen the tracker, how far ahead it is.
Yeah.
How far ahead is it?
I was going to say, has the puck been dropped yet?
Well, on that Dermott... No, the tracker's not up. I'm not watching it. I'm saying on that Dermott goal, I said don't look at the tracker, and I'm pretty sure they did a full line change before they scored.
Yeah.
Oh, get going. Do the thing. Oh, Morgan. English, Austin.
Can I get your time on ice? Or time on the
time on the clock?
1920.
I'm at 21, so we're around the same time here.
Yeah, you guys are a little ahead, so maybe I can push.
Marner, what the fuck are you doing? What? That looked like a pretty cut and dry interference penalty, or is that just me?
Yeah.
Go Tavares. He just sort of
got pushed from behind for no reason.
Oh, I snagged that with authority there. Is Marner going to go to the dark room? He did not look like he was having a good time after that.
Who?
Yes.
Marner doesn't look too thrilled right now.
No.
Why are you trying to hit Anderson? Like, what's the plan there? Oh, he took a stick to the side of the head.
Did I just hear something?
What?
You heard nothing. Don't worry.
Uh-oh. Did we do the thing? Oh, no.
Jake, it's all your fault.
God damn it, you're fucking supersonic hearing.
Yeah, no.
William, how are you?
I was like, I didn't hear any. I just heard score, but then I didn't hear anything on the.
Now I'm scared because the Leafs are like around the blue line. Is this going to end badly?
Oh, the good thing is you have no idea how this is ending.
Yeah, because it's in the Leaf zone right now for me currently.
I heard.
Okay, they're going in the zone. Let's go.
What happened? Justin Hole's
Come on, Holsey.
One.
That was a piss missile. Holy shit!
Yo,
he's definitely getting taken by Seattle now.
Absolute laser! Oh my god! Yo, he looked so slow teeing that up too.
He took his sweet time.
Well, yeah, look at this. He's
my god!
Hold.
And look at the celly.
What an absolute rocket! Yo, Tavares is like, what the fuck?
What did I just watch?
That was an absolute rocket.
So now we have the
oh my god
used to be the Marlies top pairing, and Hall and Dermott scoring together.
Yeah,
the same night.
And they scored their first goals on the same night, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, Mickey, let's go, Mickey.
I was there when Justin Hull won the series for the Marlies against was it Albany, Binghamton, whatever team they used to be. The Devils farm team is what I'm getting at.
River Rats?
No, they were still the Devils. I just don't know if they were in Binghamton or Albany at that point.
Most likely Albany.
Yeah. That was the...
They haven't been Binghamton in a long time.
I think that was the year... It might have been the year they won the Cup.
Let's go!
Mikheyev!
I told you he was scoring tonight.
Oh!
Let's go!
Oh, what a kick in the dick for Montreal. You getting beat by Travis Dermott, Justin Hull, and Ilya Mikheyev.
Oh, guys, I didn't even realize we have a goal streak that needs to continue tonight.
Matthews,
yeah Matthews is going to have to pot an empty netter just for shits and giggles here.
Yeah.
But you watch, Zach Hyman's going to poach it.
Did that even hit McKayev's stick?
Apparently the Leafs love getting brutally outshot and then scoring 2 goals in like a minute and a half.
Oh, Kerfoot.
Not brutally. Sorry,
on that.
That's an overreaction. But
what a fan on that! Like
Kerfoot scored 2 goals in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, it was like within like 30 seconds.
In the first 2.5 minutes, they've scored 2 goals.
Jake, this is literally like almost like the Vancouver game.
That's what I'm saying. Is they've gotten some more shots. I'm kind of thought it was a lot less than that. Vancouver game, they were getting outshot like 22-7 when they scored those 2 goals, though. That was bad.
Yeah. All right, we got a change coming up.
This is my favorite thing I like watching. Watching teams that have no elite talent and you're just like, all right, now we're gonna score. We're gonna punch it in the net.
We're gonna run the goalie and then shoot it.
Yeah. Love to just see a slap shot hit him in the throat. The guy's a bomb.
Jesus.
Jeez. That went dark.
He's such an awful hockey player now. It's absurd. He skates like he's got cinder blocks for feet.
Oh, Matthews? Oh.
I'm telling you, though, we say Matthews is looking for an empty netter, but there is a guy that will beat Carey Price.
He could. Oh, that's not a fun hit.
Ooh.
You got crunched there.
Oh, he's going to be feeling that one. Shoulder, potentially.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need is Corey Perry shoving one of our guys awkwardly into the boards.
Was that Corey Perry that hit? I don't think
it
was.
It wasn't.
Oh, he was just in the area?
No, I thought it was. I didn't think it was Suzuki. There
was a 4. I don't know if
I think
I
it
didn't
was
think it
Perry.
was Perry. He looked smaller.
I'm
than
getting
Perry.
confirmation it was Nick Suzuki.
Oh, it was Perry. It
Oh.
was Perry.
Who was it?
It was
Perry.
Corey Perry.
Oh, well, my brother called him Katy Perry.
Yeah.
But
Probably pretty similar hockey abilities.
you got his ass, Mark.
I'll be right back.
There's also not now. You think we're behind? Mark's watching this in real time on the TV.
Yeah, he saw that Corey Perry hit a week ago. He forgot about it already.
Yeah, he's like, what are you guys talking about?
The hit that happened 20 minutes ago.
I gotta ask Jake about his chair. He's got a nice chair.
Dave's obsessed with gaming chairs now.
No, I'm trying to get a new chair, but somebody brought up a good point to me and said, why not just wait until stores open and then you can properly look at one
You can go sit your ass on all the gaming chairs.
if they allow that.
I don't know. Canada Computers is kind of good for gaming chairs, but they might be expensive.
I didn't think of that.
They have some in the store by my place. Oh, good build up.
Oh,
What's going on?
what's that?
What's going on? You can ruin it for me. Jake's not here.
No. There's nothing going on. You're good.
There's nothing going. I don't believe you.
No, there isn't. I would have said. Trust
That's
me, I
cap.
would have. I'm terrible at lying.
I'm setting up now.
No, I'm telling you, nothing's happened. People are gonna be like watching this and being like, "What are they? What are they complaining about?"
What are they complaining about? A goal that hasn't happened yet because I need to bitch and moan about the Leafs 24/7.
Exactly. Jake, I was gonna ask what brand is your chair?
No. Yeah, I was gonna
What
say.
brand's this chair? That's a
Yeah,
good question. I don't know. It doesn't say on it. Let me see.
it looks very comfortable.
It's insanely comfortable.
I
I
won't
don't
pay.
know. I bought it at I bought it at Staples though.
Oh, look at that!
Like
Okay.
Right?
$200.
I got mine at Staples. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Those are
Staples is
a great
great.
place for chairs.
How much you spend?
Oh
on
my
your chair?
god, that Hyman shot.
175.
Okay, so that's like $1 million to us.
It's probably
Yeah.
250
Yeah,
Canadian.
Dave was
250?
looking at like $400 chairs today. It's like,
Dude, it's honestly like
It's
I
worth
would
it.
never like advocate for overspending for things, but especially if you're working
office
from
chair.
home.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I am.
I work 40 hours in this chair a week. Like I
Yeah.
need it so
And you
badly.
play like 40 hours worth of video games in that chair a week
It's
as well.
true.
So I've told Dave about this, Jake, and you invited me to an Xbox party last night, and we're getting off topic here. Of course.
Yeah, I did. And
So
then I gave up.
I know I egoed you a bit. I was getting off right when you invited me, so so we talked about the last broadcast that I made a bet that ended up blowing up in my face, which required me to buy a jersey.
Oh yeah, right.
Guys, I'm gonna ask you keep an eye on the game for if there's something's about to happen. Not a goal, it's a hit.
Oh no! Hold on, we'll keep this on hold for a sec because I need to see Muzzin just blow someone up.
Nobody important is on the ice.
It's not happening. It's not happening in this end. It's gonna happen in Montreal.
So
it's gonna happen.
Is it Bogosian just blowing someone up? Because that's his on
we
the
are
ice right
so far behind. I know because I just saw it in the corner of my eye.
They're moving out of the zone into the zone now.
okay, now the important players are getting on the ice. That's not good.
Oh no! Yeah. I don't like that one bit.
I'll tell you right.
Okay,
No,
Jesus.
that's not it. It's gonna happen.
Is that Corey Perry?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What just happened?
Oh, I hate to see it.
Hyman blew him up right into the boards. Like not purposely.
All
right, I'm gonna move my stream was a little bit behind. I'm gonna move it ahead. We're gonna have to resync probably again. Because the thing is,
That's an awkward run in. Jesus. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Right,
last time we broadcasted, I talked about me making a bet with Dave and Jose where I had to buy a Nylander jersey if the Leafs scored, or if he scored in that game. Nylander scored. I'm not wearing the jersey, but I obviously had it on the last broadcast. So, long story short, I'm now the proud owner of a Belleville Senators jersey.
What? Why'd you get a Belleville Senators jersey?
Kind of hard to explain. Not really, but
hard, but not very hard.
No, so Jake and Dave know I play NHL competitively on the side just for fun, not for any money. I'm not an esports player.
Nice
But
humble brag, but I respect it.
yeah, nice humble brag. I don't make any money, but I play video games in my basement.
I
Sick
play
brag me.
pay for a living professionally.
No, I said I don't get paid.
Not yet.
I just do it for fun.
Austin, we already told you, Jake's prepared to be your agent and getting you some money for
man.
this.
The team I'm on in this league I play in is Belleville, and I said if my team won last night that I'd buy a jersey, thinking that we wouldn't win the game, and we ended up winning the game. So
Austin, you should know better. Every time you have said, if something were to happen,
it's a pretty nice jersey, though. Yeah, it shouldn't be a jersey I should bet on. It should have been like a hoodie.
Yeah, nobody will know the difference.
It's a nice jersey though. It's have you seen the Belleville jerseys?
Yeah,
I got a red and black and white striped one.
All right. What time of the game are you guys at?
There's no scoreboard on the screen currently.
Okay. I'll wait until you. Yeah, because my stream sometimes lags, and I try to push it forward, and it gets. So let me know when you get to 12:50.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're good now. All right. Let's see here. Montreal's done nothing this period yet, so
I haven't seen them do anything the entire game.
Yeah, they had that Anderson chance, and then they've pretty much had no high danger opportunities since.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I was told that elite game-breaking superstar Thomas Tatar was gonna nip 4 today, or future Hall of Famer Nick Suzuki, or Norris contender Jeff Petrie. I don't know which one. Am I missing one? Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry. 1997 Dynastic Red Wings would put up 6 goals on this.
Oh yeah.
I would just love for one game just beat the brakes off of them like 7-0 or something.
Yeah. I went to a game where they beat Montreal 6-0. It was
I was at the Bell Center. I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was live for that. That was my first game in Montreal.
When was that? Like you went to that too? It was like 2015 or something?
Matthews was on the team. He scored twice in that game. Him and Marner played together like just briefly in that game too, I remember. Hold on. Mark, what year did we go to Montreal to watch the game? 2016 or 2017?
Here, I can look it up. I have a picture on my phone.
Oh, you know what? No, it was 2017 because it was the year that the Argos went to the Grey Cup and won. No.
She doesn't sound too impressed, Dave.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, my brother's girlfriend is a Habs fan and just enjoying the pain and misery that she's getting with it.
Here, I'm gonna find that picture for you. I'll get it.
Go, Kerfoot. Oh. Soup du jour. The Leafs tweeted out with the Mikheyev goal. I like it.
Soup du jour. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, 10.5 to go. Let's do it.
Let's make this 5-1, 6-1.
Yeah, I wanted to. Oof. Sorry, I don't know why I keep looking at my TV. It's a force of habit.
Well, it's a big TV.
I know that's the problem. It's a 65-inch TV.
It's hard to miss shit going on when you're also facing the TV.
All right, next time if Jake is on a delay, I'm going in the office. We'll stream from the office. That way, I don't have the TV in front of me.
I like this.
Or my brother has to go watch somewhere else.
Or he has to go in the office. Either or.
Yeah. No, he can go watch upstairs.
True.
So I went there. That was 2013 is when I went to see them in Montreal.
That was a while. Oh. You know what, guys? That's a trip I want to do again. To go watch a game in Montreal. It's such an atmosphere. And especially when the Leafs are better than Montreal, it's so much better because then those Habs fans
It's not the same without fans, though. That's the thing. Like, even if it was like part capacity, like, you need a full building for a game like this.
You do. All right, here comes what
God.
I was talking about. Yeah, that could have been bad.
Not that. I was just talking about the Gallagher hit.
Yeah, that was it. That's what I was talking
I
about.
thought you were talking about the scoring chance. Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
No, I was talking about Gallagher just getting laid out by Hull.
Like it.
All right. Yeah, this is the thing though. I think the Leafs have done has there really been a time in a game where the Leafs have been in danger of losing the lead when they have especially a 2-goal lead?
Even when they were up 1, it didn't really feel like the Leafs were in trouble.
No, I must say, yeah, they definitely are a lot less. Not like I'm trying to think of
they're not bad. They're a good team. They just don't have that top end.
They don't make you have a cardiac arrest. That's
no, they're not like a Tampa Bay where I remember we'd hold a 1-goal lead over them, and for the last 10 minutes I was sweating.
I mean, Austin, you know me. I support Spurs, so they basically do that to me every goddamn
lead is safe
weekend. They'll be up 3-0. I'm like, okay, oh shit, okay, they allowed 3-1. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not good. You can just see it coming.
I'll just take the one time of the year where I can actually flex on Jake that my team's higher in the table than his.
Good. Yeah, mine is atrocious.
One time this decade.
We just lost again today.
Spurs did?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. We almost beat Man United yesterday.
Yeah, we lost in the FA Cup. They lost 5-4 or something.
To somebody good or
Everton.
Okay, not nobody.
Mikheyev. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Scored. Your dad just say he scored on the best goalie in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Our 3 superstars. Yeah.
Tell your dad we're going to Montreal. The first chance we get to watch a game in Montreal.
Yeah.
We got to do it.
We got to go back and see a game in Montreal.
Mikheyev, I was wondering, if his stick was rubber all the whole time.
His stick was rubber.
Felt like it.
Yeah, it looked like it. He couldn't buy one.
Always love when Papa Middleton gets into the conversation.
It's good. It's a good time.
Gotta love these aquarium talks. Guy just talking to his aquarium. That's not weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she is, yeah. We just score a fucking goal.
Oh, it's funny.
That's fantastic. Oh. Oh, I feel you. I mean, the Habs are supposed to be the best team in existence, right?
Yeah, exactly.
According to everyone on Twitter, because they shit bashed the Canucks for 3 games.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, not 3 games. Well, you say 6 games? Yeah, I was gonna say the Canucks, the Oilers, and the Sens.
Yeah, imagine.
They lost to the Flames and the Leafs.
Imagine flexing about beating those teams. He says, knowing full well that the Leafs fans were flexing on beating those same teams.
I'm not flexing at all.
No.
I'm
not saying that. I'm saying Leaf fans in general were saying the Habs aren't that good. The Leafs are better. It's you both would still get shit mixed by the Lightning. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you guys seen the Tampa Bay Lightning?
You're telling me you want to go into a series against the Tampa Bay Lightning or
even Boston again?
Yeah, I don't want to play Boston this year. They're steamrolling teams.
Well,
especially the way Pasternak's playing right now.
Jesus, Pasternak is just.
What injury did he have? Wasn't it back?
Wasn't it a hip injury? I thought it was hip.
Yeah, you're right. He's coming off a significant injury and is lighting the league on fire.
I just wrote about the fact that he had 7 points in 3 games this week. 5 goals.
Silly.
Hat trick. And in the game he got a hat trick. The hat trick was on the puck was in the air and he basically batted it into the net. Ridiculous. Okay, the thing about Boston, it continues to be that top line. Yeah. That's all you have to figure out, and they can't. No team. I mean, now teams have figured it out, like Tampa did. Yeah, Tampa still remains a team that I'm most worried about. Like I'm looking at like top teams in the league. Vegas has looked okay. St. Louis has been a little bit better. Um, I'm looking at again, even in the division with Tampa, it's like maybe Carolina looks okay. Like they've been doing pretty okay.
Yeah.
Columbus is
Montreal's 30 shots.
Doesn't seem like it, right? It's all been like perimeter.
okay. I'm spoiling, but on the TV it's 29 shots, but on the stream it's 30. So they're getting a shot taken away somehow.
Sick.
Oh,
Oh, and
Well,
it's going to be added back. That's weird.
they added it back. Even they're not sure that Montreal has that many shots. They have to keep adding them back and forth. It doesn't seem like the Leafs have had 22 either. Like it just seems like one of those games where it's just like guys skating around. There's not a whole lot going on. What is happening there?
Who
that
is
little,
that?
like,
Dermott?
It must be Dermott.
I mean, if he's taken out a prominent member of the Habs,
I
I
mean,
just man, this third line just has no juice right now.
it's just not. They don't have a driver offensively. It's all like role guys, which is unfortunate. Like they're all good players, but they need that
They need someone with
facilitator.
them.
Yeah, they need a
Engvall,
playmaker.
Engvall isn't a facilitator. Kerfoot isn't, and neither is VC. Like they're all guys that.
No. You need a guy like Robertson. I think would be really nice on that line because he could at least set something up or shoot it.
Well, it was Bogosian.
They don't have any shooters either. That makes sense.
It was Bogosian and
I saw 20-something, so
Evans?
that's all I knew.
what happened?
Bogosian just decided to sit on top of Jake Evans for a few seconds.
They get a penalty for it or no?
No, it was one of those like they were both getting up, but Bogosian wasn't doing his best to get up.
It was more like, oh, I'm having a hard time here.
I've fallen and can't get up. Let me just hold this other individual down with me. I have very much liked Zach Bogosian, and I very much did not expect to like Zach Bogosian.
You very much did not like Zach Bogosian at the beginning of the season.
I literally still have a tweet on my timeline that said Zach Bogosian has played himself into the press box on the opening game of the season, and he's played every game since.
And his looks pretty decent.
Why I am not a hashtag hockey analyst.
Yeah. This is the takes you come for, people.
Yeah, this is the hard-hitting analysis you come for. The guy that literally hasn't missed a game, I said was not going to play a game after game one. Yeah, we all make mistakes, me more so than others, apparently.
Oh, I've made them too. Don't worry. Oh, don't you worry. Just waiting for this game to come back.
Yeah, really. Well, I can hear it's back on in your TV. That's the fun part.
Yeah, I'm prepared to put myself on a delay so that on the
No,
TV.
you're fine. That's all good.
Is he fine?
I'm not fine. you're saying I'm fine, but no, I'm not. No, this is not good.
Well, you get to watch everything twice, Dave. It's okay.
Oh my god, yeah.
So you get an extra set of replays. Can Freddie get up? Jesus. He was like stretching right there, and the ref was about to drop the puck.
Ref's just like, hey, I can't hold on forever for you.
Well, he knew the ref wasn't going to drop it. He was going to do a 3-pump and kick 2 guys out of the dot before he dropped the puck.
All right, I'm gonna pause the TV. Let me know when we get to 4:40.
Oh my lord, Mikheyev just did that guy just eat?
Ooh.
Did that guy just toe pick or something, or did Mikheyev just break his ankles?
I have no idea.
I don't think it's the latter.
I think he tried to go back but couldn't go
I think
back.
he probably did a pivot and then just caught an edge and went tits up, essentially.
All right. Where are you guys at? 4:50 right now?
I'm still looking at that comment by Pat. Like, do you imagine telling your kids that Ron McLean was coming over while Dad was at work?
Yeah. Hey,
Pretty
mom.
cool.
Hey mom, who's this guy? Oh,
Yeah.
that's just Daddy's colleague, Ron McLean.
Yeah. He only charges $175 an hour, so be good.
All right, are we close? Are we close to 4:39? All right, I think we're good.
All right, Matthews better be on the ice for like 15 minutes. The
There's
final.
There's only 4 minutes left in the game.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think that math works really well.
They better pull a McDavid on this and play in the last 420 so he can get his goal.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. How ridiculous!
What a yoke that is.
That is honestly, that's pathetic. Like,
yeah. Didn't they still lose that game?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did.
Of course they lost. If I'm a player, it wasn't Vancouver or Ottawa.
Oh,
if I'm his agent, I'd be like, "Are you guys freaking kidding me?" Again, though, I don't understand like anything like why you would ever stay there, and it doesn't make any sense. I'd be like, you guys are basically just like burning this guy into the ground at age 24 or something like that. Like,
oh, that is not good, guys.
Maybe don't get hemmed in.
The giveaways
maybe
have been pretty brutal tonight.
Maybe just don't let them sit in front of the net and hack away. No, Dave's not on delay anymore.
No, I'm on real time. I finally got. Oh,
excellent!
That's great.
Oh, it just happened.
Oh, cool.
What happened there?
Anderson sort of just fell forward completely out of the crease, and Tatar just had a sitter.
Oh, what the hell? What was that?
That was shit. What was Freddie doing there?
Well,
is he trying to challenge for like?
What was everyone doing there?
Oh, it got knocked down, so Freddie momentum took him out of the play. It hits a stick right there. Oh, it breaks Brody's stick, and then he's out of the play.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, but that's over.
That's about par for the course for this Montreal team.
That's overplaying it. Like, why is he leaning that far over?
I have no idea. It's a crap play regardless. I don't know what Keith's looking at right here. Is he trying to challenge for something?
No, he
thought Tatar fell on him.
Well, he thought maybe Anderson was being pushed. Interfered, but no way he was.
Yeah, the Holy Ghost might have pushed him. That's about it.
Exactly.
The Holy Ghost.
Gotta move this camera down a bit.
Oh, great! No.
There.
Yeah.
You guys didn't see the Leaf jersey I was wearing tonight. I went old school.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That's an O-Dog jersey. Like
yeah, like O-Dog might have worn this jersey, and I don't know.
He probably did. Look at his profile picture on Twitter. I think it might be him.
So I haven't seen that clip that you sent in the group chat.
Apparently, apparently people are not very happy with Morgan Riley on that play. Just from every single tweet on my timeline currently.
Well, I mean, he didn't look happy after the play either. He looked like he just.
That's just a BS goal. It snaps Brody's stick and bounces into the slot, and your goalie's just out of the play completely.
That's a bounce that went Montreal's way. That frankly needed. But I mean, look, the Leafs are still up by a goal.
They just don't have a great track record of holding it down.
I mean, for the most part,
they've gotten better at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Willie, nice play, Willie. He's going to be offside, but that was a nice play. Oh, William, that was close. Holy shit. He was definitely offside there, though. That would have been reviewed so quick.
Yeah. Was it? It depends on how he's. Let's see how he answers his.
That was close.
I mean, the ref was definitive with the no.
Hit him in the glove with it. That is.
Oh man, Willie looks so disengaged on that play, guys.
Oh, that's a nice save by Price. He kicked it out.
It was because Willie was so disengaged on that tip, guys. He didn't want to score there.
Yeah, he just stole a guy's lunch money in the neutral zone and then turned it around for a 2-on-1. He's a piece of shit.
Let's relax there. He's not freaking cheap.
Yes, he is, Jake. Okay.
That was a nice play. It was a good little transition from moly.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh my god, that's gotten worse.
Oh man.
Maybe he should go get that looked at.
I mean, that's
Sure.
fine. That's a little thing. It's like Anthony Davis. He's got the brow. Nobody has a mole in hockey. That's Kotkaniemi's thing.
Yeah, apparently Morgan Riley just did not have a time there.
Except the mole is not as marketable as the brow. I'll say that.
Apparently, like it was not just on the goal, but just the whole shift. They weren't doing anything.
Apparently, they were really casual, is what people were saying. I wasn't paying enough attention, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, we're getting into empty net. Let's get Matthews the puck time.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen here. Matthews is gonna.
He's on the ice. He's on the ice.
But
Mute yourself, Dave.
But so is Zach Hyman.
I'm
the
with
empty
you.
net goat.
I'm with you guys. So
All right, good.
Yeah, he pushed his TV back. Zach Hyman's potting an empty netter here. I don't care.
Yo, I swear.
I'm trying not to look at Twitter right now because I guarantee that it's
If there's an empty net.
Shoot!
If there's an empty net. Zach Hyman's putting it. Go Hyman.
Damn it! As you said it, my God, Austin, you
I literally.
just
No, I didn't. I just said
God,
Matthews is going to give it up and Hyman's going to pot one. He kept the point streak going.
No, but you said Hyman's going to score. Watch Hyman score an empty netter here
because he scores
and
every empty
that's
netter.
what
To be fair, that's a good play. Like he had no shot.
Yeah, that's a turnover if he tries to hold
I
it.
would have been pretty pissed if he tried to shoot it through 4 guys.
Yeah, that probably gets knocked down in the neutral.
Hopefully they put him back out there. Don't take him out.
Well, he
You're
kept
up
the point streak
2.
alive, which is good. He's just the
That's
goal streak's going to die.
No, it's the goal streak that's important.
I know,
the goal
but
streak.
He was getting into Teemu Solani, Jaromir Jagr territory.
you think
Yeah,
he was going to
bro.
go 11 straight with a goal?
He
Who do they
could.
play next?
He could have.
They play Montreal
They
again.
play Montreal next,
Yeah,
and they
they
play
play some
boring ass
scrubs.
style.
Play some scraps again.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, he gets the point streak going, but
He's nine straight with a point.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's
Crap.
not as sexy as 9 straight with a goal.
Yeah, what?
Although, wait, would it have been 9 straight with a goal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it! Come on. Okay, well,
there is.
I mean, sorry. We
If
think
it was
that he's not.
if it was his 10th game and he needed to score this game to get to 11, I would care a little.
We're
more.
also making it seem like he's not going to be out there for another time at this point. I think he will.
I mean, there's only 25 seconds left, so
yeah, but they freeze and they'll probably change.
I don't. Except when Kerfoot.
No, I think I'll wait.
Oh no, Mikheyev, you beauty!
Who did he just destroy?
Oh no, who got injured there?
Oh no!
Are they gonna blow that dead, or are they just gonna let the clock run and this guy's
I think they're
dead
gonna
in the corner?
Yeah. Well, let's see who got destroyed there.
I don't even think he got hit. I think he ran. He tried to run Mikheyev, and Mikheyev stopped short.
Mikheyev just went no soup for you and into the boards.
Oh no!
Oh, is that Romanov?
Jake.
He sucks anyway.
Hey, Jake.
I'm gonna assume.
Starting to get some space between these bums.
Oh my god! I'll have to Photoshop one of those with a Leaf jersey on them for you.
Oh, do that. That would be fantastic.
All right, I'm on it after this.
You know what? Like I'll say, the Leafs. I think the one thing is, there's times in that game where they're way, way too casual on their own end, especially on that second goal by Montreal. But what the Leafs didn't do is Montreal just went at them, and the Leafs didn't overplay a lot. I thought that was a good game for the Leafs.
That was a crap start, but they did pretty well the rest of the way.
All right, let me mute the post game because I don't need to listen to that. So, ladies and gentlemen who are joining us, what did we think of the game? Anybody that's on watching, put your thoughts in the comments. I thought it wasn't the Leafs' best game, considering what we saw against Vancouver, but against a team that was supposed to be a big challenge, didn't really seem like the Leafs were in a lot of trouble in that game, in my opinion.
Yeah, the shots kind of, I don't know.
How many shots? I think they had close.
That seemed like a Carolina Hurricanes shot game.
Yeah,
they're like the biggest frauds for shots in the world. I remember whenever they just like throw it on net. It's like, okay, They're like, look, see, we got 57 shots. I was like, okay. A shooter tutor would have saved 45 of them.
Yeah, I think the best thing is that game was to show that, hey, there are other guys on this team that can score. It's just they have to kind of have the confidence. Like Travis Dermott has to have that confidence to take a shot like that. Justin Hall. We forget Justin Hall in his first 2 games scored a goal. They're not totally inept offensively.
Sportsnet stats. Did you hear that one?
Let me look here.
Dermott's first goal in 405 days.
Oh,
405?
Yeah.
Holy smoly, man. That's so bad.
Yeah, it's surprising, honestly. He doesn't get any power play time, and he doesn't really get a lot of offensive zone starts.
No, he doesn't.
Especially with Bogosian, he's not getting any.
Well, hold on. First goal. It's funny because Mikheyev's was even larger at 411 days.
Mikheyev scored a goal in the playoffs, didn't he?
No, it was that little tryout game, remember?
Yeah, it was
yes.
It was the exhibition game, and that doesn't count, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all.
Should for that goat.
I mean, considering Cocky got postponed, like we'd kind of expect that maybe at the beginning of the season these guys would have scored. Or this still feels like, I mean, we're still in the beginning of the season. Like we're like not even at the. We're nowhere close to the halfway mark. So I felt like the Leafs, considering they were without Simmons, who is their big, physical presence. I thought, and I kind of gave him grief at the beginning of the broadcast, but I mean, this was probably Zach Hyman's best game in a little bit. I know he had that game against, the last game he scored in, but like this was one of his better games personally, because I mean, we heard all that talk about him and how they're gonna fit him in his next contract. He's got to prove it, and I don't think he had proven anything yet. Based on you're trying to follow up a season where you had, how many goals did Zach Hyman have last season? Close to 30. He had 21. I don't know why. Okay, well, over a full season, that's like almost a 30 goal pace. We won't, because I mean we've been on for about 2 hours and almost 2 hours and 45 minutes and counting. Thoughts on the game though? Like I thought Anderson, he was.
I thought the Leafs didn't play great, but they just, I don't know, they got some timely goals from finally not their stars, which I guess is important for people nowadays. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right? On a night where maybe your best players weren't. I mean, look, they didn't play well, but at the same time, the Leafs had chances that didn't go in for them. The Nylander miss, the Matthews miss, and then the Nylander getting stopped in front by Price. It felt like the Habs put a lot out on the Leafs, and they got that bounce on the second goal. Their first goal, probably not something you want to see Anderson give up. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is the Leafs need to. This is not the form they want to play with. I don't think too much.
No,
I think there's definitely room for improvement, but I also think that offensively they're doing all the right things. It's just the turn. I think it's really the turnovers.
That is fantastic. Justin Hall's doing his post-game interview right now, and they asked him about the goal, and he just said, "Oh yeah, hammer time, baby." Wow.
I wonder how awkward it is for him, like, to do these post games. Like, how is he seeing Kyle Bukauskas?
He's not. He's told to just stare at the camera that's up in the press box area, which is equally awkward.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Bukauskas is in the corner of the 100 level. He's staring up at the press box.
Well, and he can see him on a monitor at least.
Yeah, Bukauskas can see him. He can't see anything. He
No.
doesn't have
I know some guys have tried to put them on like the screen, up on like the jumbotron, and you watch it there. That's still awkward as hell too.
I mean,
It's
they
like
got the
don't look
headset
at
on. They don't really need to see the reporter, I don't think.
no, gents. As I said, the next live stream we are planning to do is on February 20th. Leafs and Habs again. I think we'll see how many. I'm trying to line up guests for this one, for the next one. We had a couple of guys I was planning to have, but they couldn't make it tonight because of work and other obligations. But first off, I'm gonna try really hard to get them well ahead of time, so that we can have them set in stone. So, any final thoughts before we end for the night?
No, I'm just watching Sportsnet right now, and
did you pull up a thing of the standings, the Canadian division standings?
Okay, yeah, let me do that quickly.
while you're doing that, apparently the officer that just dropped his suit against Masai, the dickhead that had the body cam footage released, which of course he did because he was lying through his teeth, which was just proven.
I thought they had that released like a year ago.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No, apparently he still had his suit, and now he's officially dropped it.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I thought you said they just released the body cam.
No. Sorry, I'm saying I don't remember the guy's name, and nor do I care his name because he's a fucking dick. No, he just dropped his suit against Messiah. I just said the guy that had the body cam footage. Sorry, I worded that poorly.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Jake asks, and he shall receive. Here are your North Division standings.
Okay, sweet.
Leafs won 4 straight. Is that right?
Yeah, the Leafs have now won.
What was the last game they lost? Was Edmonton?
Yeah, in overtime against Edmonton.
Nice. Okay. So we still got points out of the last 5 games.
Yeah, I'm
looking. They got a 5-point lead. Nice. So they are.
I remember what. Okay, yeah,
Edmonton's
they have one
third. Oh,
they have
no.
Yeah, but they have 3 games up on the other ones. Vancouver Leafs are almost 12 points up of Vancouver with 2 in hand. Oh my God, they're almost 20 points up on Ottawa. Just fold the damn franchise.
Yeah, they knew it was going to be bad, but that Traycos tweet of the rear view with the Leafs and Sens, he should have deleted that, man. He's going to get roasted for that for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, how the heck is Edmonton ahead of Winnipeg? I mean, Calgary's been bad lately, I should say. It's probably. Well, Calgary went on a bit of a slump. They did beat the Oilers and Jets, but it's going to be a fight between like Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Calgary for the final 2 spots because I think it's Montreal, Toronto. I mean, look, Montreal can easily
pretty much a lock unless Montreal falls off a cliff.
Yeah, like Montreal lost to Ottawa this week, so anything is freaking possible, I guess. But Ottawa, yeah, I think it's going to be like
Vancouver's lost 5 straight. Oh, God.
Oh my! Is it 5 straight? Maybe it's a little more.
That might be more.
I was going to say it might be more than that. I think it was. I don't want to say it's more. Let me see here. Vancouver. Dun, 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 dun. Load.
God, the Wizards stink, Jake.
They are awful.
Oh my God, they lost by how many? 27?
No way they lost by 27.
It was 130 something to 110 something.
So, yeah, so they've lost the last 5 games, Vancouver, after they went on a run where they won 4 straight.
So they wow, that's terrible. I can't even pull this up.
The Raptors beat them by 22.
Oh, some things never change.
137 to 115.
Ouch.
140 points the Raptors dropped on that team tonight.
And OG wasn't playing again tonight.
I was going to say, that Nicholas Cronwall hit in the Sportsnet thing has to beat Dion Phaneuf. That was...
Oof. Oh, it definitely did. Definitely did, probably.
Total truculence. Screw off.
I don't get that. Okay, gents. Any final thoughts before we end it tonight?
No, I don't believe so.
We are also going to be recording a podcast this week, most likely at the end of the week. Oh, I forgot to ask your thoughts on the Super Bowl.
I thought the game was awful, but I
We
thought
hadn't
it was
talked to each other.
I thought it was nice to see Tampa Bay win. There's a lot of guys, obviously, outside of Tom Brady, who are
Mike
very likable on that
Evans.
team. Mike Evans. I like Gronk. I like Chris Godwin. I'm happy for Antonio Brown. I kind of love it when those Steelers just leave and then shove it up their ass. I can't stand the Steelers. And Big Ben, too.
Yeah, I also like Leonard Fournette. People thought he was done. You know, he scored that big touchdown for them. Even on the defensive end, I mean, I didn't like the fact that Jason Pierre-Paul got another one. That was a little annoying, but
Why? What's wrong with Jason Pierre-Paul?
I just don't like Jason Pierre-Paul. He's a former Giants player. Why would I like him?
That's a great story, though.
He left them.
Well, he left them, but still, the I know we were kind of talking about a little bit, but that Tampa celebration was silly. These are just like for some of these, like for Brady and Gronk, it's like what that the fourth one for Gronk that he's won.
That's fourth for Gronk, seventh for Brady.
Yeah, it's like for those guys, it's like just another one. They didn't really care, but for these guys in Tampa, it's their first one.
Mike Evans hadn't played a playoff game up until this year.
As I'm watching Tom Brady toss the
Lombardi trophy in the Bay in Tampa.
Yeeted it.
I'm also gonna remind people, like people who are roasting Tom Brady. There's a couple things that not like it's not just the tequila. Sun and boat that all does not mix.
No, he probably had heat stroke too.
Man,
that
just made me sick thinking about it.
Yeah,
that's not a. I mean, if it was a tequila he was having, maybe that was just a joke on his part, but yeah, I definitely thought it wasn't a great game. I thought that Chiefs O-line was just so bad.
I think they got pressured on half of his dropbacks.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like I've seen people trying to say that the Chiefs, like, would we be giving Brady the same benefit if his O-line was screwed up?
Probably.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think we would, man. Because
we would, dude.
No, we'd just be sucking off Mahomes.
What? No way. I remember it all the time when this was before they loaded up in 2008, I think it was, their perfect season. Yep. I remember the complaints when they're like, oh, he's got no help. Because the Jets were like beating them consistently. And it's like, it's true. He was throwing to trash cans like Jabbar Gaffney and Riche Caldwell and all these old names. And then everybody just kept bailing him out, as he deserves it.
The best was, I'll never forget when Giselle, after I think it was the Eagles one, where she's like, he
can't catch himself.
He can't throw and catch them all like at the same time. That was seriously the thing with Mahomes too, because remember that one throw he had, where he was diving and he driving with the ball and throws it, and it should have been a touchdown, but Tyreek Hill. Or I don't think it was Hill that time, but literally bounced right off his face.
Like, he hit two players in the face with passes that weren't caught. Like he hit Tyreek with one in the first quarter as well. That just hit him in the visor.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was
bad. None of the Chiefs players could catch a ball that game. He still had 250 yards almost.
Yeah, but it wasn't a true. It wasn't even like
250 yards.
He had 215 in like the fourth at one point, so he probably got up.
Mahomes. Okay.
Didn't seem like his completion percentage was crap though, but he got some yardage.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that on our next podcast. Want to thank you guys for anybody who did watch the live broadcast. Thank you. Anybody who's still on the live broadcast, thank you. We are gonna call it for tonight. And we will be back with another live watch party February 20th, Saturday night against the Montreal Canadiens. We'll talk to you guys then.